low key. Niggas hating but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat. Whole team shining, we stars, big dipping. Get a lot of hate, state gang in the sip. Niggas ain't real, nigga. You gotta feel me, nigga. Smile in my face behind my back, you tryna kill me, nigga. You say you got beef, then what you wanna do? You screaming, fuck me, nah, nigga, fuck you. You ain't hard at me. Couple kick dough, couple robberies. Nigga get extorted, get aborted, he don't pay the fee. Posted in the north, got the 2 to 4 recipe. I be cooking chicken bit, not talking rotisserie. I got all my hater, man, I know that they sick of me. Who the fuck he think he is, motherfucker MB3? Honestly, pay him no attention, they up under me. Haters call me Visa cause I'm everywhere they wanna be. Ladies, man, catch me with more honeys than a bumblebee. Say she got a husband, but she always wanna suck the D. State gang, true sipper, who these niggas wanna be? I've been getting money since a younger, I've been pushing peace. Stay strapped, gotta watch your back when you're in the streets. Friends turn to foes, never know who your enemy. I was in Detroit, he ain't keep the same energy. West side down the slide, I don't think he feeling me. I was on some demon time, nigga talking about killing me. There no business, let's see all that shit that you gon' do to me. Come outside, why you scared? I thought that you been a G. We don't blow, we pulling up, we different down in Tennessee. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the gun locked. Green and white square, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white square, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. I got an old school bitch, call her Aretha. Shawty so fine, shawty she a keeper. Smoke that reefer, preferred by the quarter. I do this for my kids, my sons and my daughter. Get treated like a king. Hoes call me sire. One look like Lotto, the other look like Maya. My plug, he ain't playing, he only talking the numbers. I cop it, whip it, and ship it. My money coming in bundles. Different flavors of kush, orange, grape, and apple. If a nigga trap me, it's gonna be a disaster. Dope money and bitches, pimp robbers and snitches. It's all in my hood. My homies say that I'm gifted, I really can't complain. Shit's starting to change, a product of my environment. Tell me who can I blame? Neck like a glacier, bought my shawty a bracelet. Money go get her, that's why these niggas be hating. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, they serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, they serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 clock. If it really fitted, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, they serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Whole team shining, we stars, big dipper. Get a lot of hate, state gang in the sip. So cold, but I'm so hot. Dope boys. I'm up in the trap, I'm dope boy. With them knives. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Down 8 gram, headed straight to the block. Pirates, this water till it's hot. Mr. Double up, turn a little to a lot. Right hand on the cell phone, taking orders. Left hand 360, motor to a lot. Blue hollow tips, got switches on the dot. State game, true steppers can't be stopped. Laughing at you haters while I'm thumbing through the paper. Says long at the bottom, won't you meet me at the top? The nigga ain't shit, yeah, get that a lot. Won't be deterred and I won't be stopped. Shaq Diesel number when I post up on the block. 24/7 cause the hustle don't stop. 31 flavor, take an order like a waiter. I be selling more gas than a local truck stop. 1,200 strong for a pound to the top. Got me shining, I'm a star. Ask about me, I am legend. They gon' tell you who we are. Fuck these niggas, fuck these bitches. Get money, all I know. No love for these bitches. Never saving these hoes. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not.
When I'm thinking about the past, yeah, gon' get some nice gang, we at the spot. If we ever was short, then it's back to the block, you probably get shot. Every day the sudden change, we getting money, that's one thing, it's never gon' stop. Real dope boys do what it takes, playing high stakes, living to die. Do your time, keep it quiet, no matter who you are, don't get what you got. Stack it up, that's the bond to stay fresh. Oh, they think that you're not. Take a roll with a hoe, they gon' let you go. Somebody's gonna say you ain't hot. Just invest in yourself, don't worry about nobody else. There ain't no handout. If you say the same, put it on the chain. Let them see you ain't tied down. Got a couple rain, did a lot of things. I ain't really gon' talk about it. Give me a trade, get you some go. She gon' show up and show out. So don't ask me what the dope at, cause you already around.
The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Now he bleeding, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. All my niggas wildin', they done labeled us a misfit. Wake up every morning, 2 or 3, 5 in the thick bitch. Oh shit, didn't nobody come to see you old, it's some focus. Shoot 100 shots, no reloaded. Master of the game, you would think I'm into coded. Memphis niggas spit this pimpin', mackin' like I'm golden. Ho, with my money, you gon' turn me to the old me. Stay high, first class flight, I'm in the nosebleed. Copy, cooking, whipping, shipping, till we count the proceeds. OG, I've been moving back niggas since 03. Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we gon' eat. Get jammed, get a lawyer, make it bunny, don't speak. Pour up, I need some more. A nigga had a long week. Shout out to my plug, he showed me love, he out in Long Beach. I'm true geek, walking by myself but left with 2 freaks. Ooh, we nothing in they mouth and on they booty. Austin Power swag, yeah baby, this is groovy. You can call me Money Boy or you can call me Nudie. Hood niggas, churches, chicken, let me get a 2-piece. Top down, 2-seater, let me feel the 2 breathe. Gotta hold it steady, chopper, kick it back like Bruce Lee. Lately I've been in the zone, I guess I'm in my 2-3. Don't call my phone for nothing less than a QP. Feeling like the Migos, cause my bitch is bad and bougie. All my haters love me, all these bitches just some groupies. Came a long way, I like to introduce the new me. Standing on business like I'm king or like I'm Drewski. Call me Ron Island cause I like my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bust it like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. Call me Ron Island cause I love my love for choosy. When we link it's a movie, she bust it like a Uzi. I love the way she do me, I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. I never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Niggas talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Biscuit. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 Limp Biscuit. Good garbage day, ladies and gentlemen. Savannah, where the fuck you at where it's 3:22? Is that AM or P? Oh, AM. Where the hell you at, Abuja? Jessica, I get tired like everybody else too. I get tired. I may not do a live, but I have something streaming to keep y'all entertained. Gabe, he is light-skinned. He light-skinned, definitely. But as I get started, let me just say we are here because I'm a platinum level troll. Like before I ever did something on YouTube, I was in chats fucking with people. Well, not necessarily fucking with people. I was just in the chat being me. Sometimes it was trolling, sometimes it was real shit. I was trolling Angry Man last night. I really was. I wasn't expecting him to see my comment because he had like 800 some people in the chat, but he didn't see my first 3 or 4 trolling efforts. But when I actually wasn't I was trolling him, but I wasn't trolling him when I said that when I said that manhood is subjective, because I listened to his definition of it and I was trolling because I knew it was gonna make him respond to me, but I was so serious because everybody's definition of manhood is fucking different. It's subjective. Yeah, he disagreed with that, and he said some disparaging things. Everybody offended by what the fuck he said? No, but I'm a clout chasing ass nigga, and since you decided to diss me, I'm gonna do the manly thing because you don't let no nigga punk you as a man. That's manhood, right? That's my definition of manhood. It's like your definition is different from mine. That's why it's subjective. Everybody has a different standard of what manhood is. But yeah, he told me I was raised in a single parent home. He was right, but I'm gonna point out how he was right, but my daddy did the same thing he said he would do. So I'm gonna point that out. He said my mama told me something which she never did. And he also did what women do. He said, I would expect that from you because you got boy in your name. That's the shit women always say. And what was that? He told me to buy his book. I don't know why I need to buy his book to learn how to be a man. He don't know nothing about me. That's the crazy thing about it. He made a whole bunch of assumptions about me and he doesn't know me. So this live is a clout chasing introduction to myself. He probably remembers me from Cellulite panel, but he gonna officially get introduced to me and my commentary and my style. That's what we gonna do. My first thing was when he came up the other night, he said he listened to me, but he was actually wrong. Because I said, it's Corey Holcomb's right to say whatever he wants, no matter how despicable me or anybody else thinks it is. And he came up there to about, it ain't his right to be despicable. Well, it actually is his right. There's consequences behind every right, but he was like, you got to be justified. But no, my point was, Corey can say whatever the fuck he wants to. It don't matter how you, me, or anybody else feels about it. He has the right to say what the fuck he wants to. He told me I was wrong, and automatically that was wrong on that one. So that's one of them. Another thing I noticed about Angry Man too, Angry Man does a lot of commentary talking about the negative stereotypes in our culture and why we're held back and all of this shit and the thing about niggas. When we were having a conversation the other day about Anton Daniels' daughter being doxxed and that was talked about and all that, I brought up my child was talked about. And he asked me, how did I feel? What did I do? I said, well, when it initially happened, I was angry. I was upset. I didn't act out emotionally. I ain't tell no niggas to pull up. Even though I did do a pull up, I didn't say it. I didn't tell that nigga what I was going to do. I just did it. But I didn't make any moves, any emotional outbursts. I noticed when he was saying it happened to him, he said a couple niggas paid the price. Now, he ain't sued nobody for talking about his kid. He didn't do the Anton Daniels thing. He said he did some street shit. So I don't understand how in one breath he's like, yo, the culture is this. Niggas want to glorify the negative stereotypes, but then when it fits his need to be street, he was like, yeah, a couple niggas paid the price about talking about my family. So angry man. Is that manly for somebody to talk about your kids? That manhood, somebody to talk about your kids, and you either throw your life away because somebody said some words about your family, or you risk some other niggas throwing their life away because they said something about your family, because it was just words. They put up pictures they did where it was just words, though. No physical harm was done to them. So are you telling me that's manly and that's manhood to risk your life over words and take yourself away from that family you love so much? Or have some other young niggas risk their life and get taken away to over some words to defend you? You can't have it both ways. You can't say the culture is fucked up, but then you turn around and glorify the culture when it makes you look hood. Because you notice, when you ask me what I did when people talking about my daughter, I said I ignored them. And everybody over here can say it. I ain't never told a nigga, what? You talking about my baby? I don't do all that. It was one nigga that went too far. And it wasn't even because he talked about my baby. It's because this nigga said he was going to kill me and all that type shit. So I didn't say nothing. Matter of fact, even when I went to his city, I didn't say nothing. The nigga just saw me in the city and kept going live talking about me. And so I was like, okay, so I'm going to pull up. Nothing ever took of it. So I want people to know, long story short, I started off trolling Angry Man. I'm not upset with Angry Man. He's an Anton Daniels fan. And, you know, Anton says when you beef with somebody, you don't beef with nobody, Lord. So this is me punching my way up. I don't give a fuck if Angry Man responds to me or not. This ain't no disrespectful thing. It's YouTube. I'm playing the YouTube game since I got his attention. I know I said my shit in the last 30 minutes of the show. I don't even know what he was talking about at the beginning, because if you know me, y'all know my attention span is short as fuck. I just don't. So I go in the live, I speak, I will leave right back out. And then 20, 30 minutes later, I go back in and then I leave back out. That's just how I am. So I don't know what he was talking about the entire video. I just do know when I came in trolling him, he was giving his definition of manhood. And I said it's subjective, and that's where it went left. Now, when I mean left, I'm not offended by what he says, because, you know, it's fucking YouTube. I wasn't offended the other night when, like, that's why I said the Black Jesus dude, when it was asked to me, if you see a man beating up a kid, or a man, woman, somebody beating up a kid, or you see a man beating a woman and shit, are you going to interject? No, the fuck I'm not. I'm going to call the police, because I got a family and kids to look after. And when you jump into situations like that, you might not make it home. So I just called the people that are paid to do their goddamn job. I'm not jumping in. That's just me. I wasn't offended by him calling me a coward. The other dude was. The difference is, I don't give a fuck what this nigga think about me or anybody else. They got that manhood is subjective. See, to him, I was a coward for saying, I'm going to call the police. But to me, I think he's a dumbass if he's going to jump into some stranger's business that he don't know these people. He got a family to go home to. And you going to risk your family getting in somebody else's business where you can simply dial 911? I'll pass. But that's why I say manhood is subjective. We're going to put that up on the board there, so we can know what subjective means, because I don't know if he knows what it means or not, but subjective describes information based on personal opinions, interpretations, feelings, or emotions, rather than external verifiable facts. That's subjective. Now, let's look up the definition of manhood. Manhood refers to the state of being an adult male encompassing the transition from boyhood, the possession of qualities traditionally associated with men, meaning you go from having peach fuzz to a goddamn beard, your balls drop, you have wet dreams. So pretty much the only requirement for manhood is to have a penis. That's it. That is the only thing that everybody can agree on that manhood encompasses, is having a penis. Qualities traditionally associated with men, such as courage or responsibility or physical maturity. It can also mean men collectively or serves as a euphemism for male. So now that we got those definitions out the way, let's listen to what Angry Man had to say. Again, my part where he addresses me is definitely at the end of the live. I'm at the beginning of the live. It's like 2 hours and 13 minutes. So we're just going to get some context, because again, I didn't watch the whole live. I wasn't in the whole live because my attention span is short. But we're gonna listen to what he said. I don't think I disagree with, because matter of fact, when I first came in there, I was telling him I agreed with what he said, even though he was wrong about the right shit. So I don't know what he's talking about. We're gonna listen to him. If y'all not subscribed, I'm subscribed. Go over there and subscribe to Angry Man. He got 800-some-thousand subscribers. He on his way to 1 million. Y'all go over there and help him get there if y'all not subscribed.
Give the disclaimer before I start this show. Today, I'm going to have a conversation that is no doubt going to annoy, agitate, and piss off certain people. Y'all already know I don't care, but I need to let you guys know this, because this conversation is going to be like a
T-Law. That is funny you said that. I was having a conversation about that the other day, and I was like, that just ain't my style. That shit there causes a whole bunch of conflicts for just cause conflict. Because the only thing I can see, like me and Truth Hurts, we do lives together. I can't imagine somebody paying me some money to kick her off the panel, and I gotta explain to her, you done got kicked off, and I ain't giving her no money too. So I understand the motivation behind it. That just ain't my style. But I'm actually just glad. I'm glad I made it through a live stream without getting kicked the fuck down. That's a win for me. I ain't get kicked down.
Throwback conversation. This conversation will have that Angry Man sitting in the Honda Accord 2015 type of energy.
Okay, Angry Man, you don't know me, but like, again, ain't none of this shit gonna be personal. It's gonna be YouTube jokes and shit talking like how you did me, because you made a lot of assumptions about me, and off my one comment of saying manhood was subjective, you made a lot of assumptions about me. So I'm gonna make some about you too as well, but it's all in good YouTube fun. It will definitely be in YouTube fun. If you respond back, I don't give a fuck. I'm just doing what I do. I tagged you in it. That's all I can do.
So for those of you that are not familiar,
I'm also play this for Angry Man too, because a lot of the assumption / dishes he hit me with, I heard that back in 2018 from the OG. So hearing him say it was like, nigga, I heard this shit 8 years ago.
Well, my man MoneyBoy Trey in the building. He said, hit that like, or we gonna fight. Make sure you check him out on YouTube.
Yes, I am from the Tommy Soda my motherfucking tree. I am. Angry Man is actually a light-skinned version of Tommy. He actually is. But yeah, you gotta come with some shit that I ain't heard him say to some people before. You gotta say some shit I ain't used against niggas before. And so like when you said that, I laugh, because normally it makes people get there. I noticed when you asked me to buy your book and I responded and like, buy your book for what? Because I really popped my shit. You ain't respond to that. You was playing music. You didn't respond to that. You ain't see that one. But that's fine. I'll get to it when we get to that part of the video. I'm like, buy your book for it. Unless your book gonna tell me how to get 800,000 subscribers, what I need to buy your book for, sir?
2015 Angry Man sitting in the Honda Accord. I'm gonna warn you right now. You got your opportunity to either buckle your seatbelt or put your finger up in the air and tip out of the room.
I ain't got nothing to do with y'all, Joe. But when I'm gonna get my jokes off now, cause I'm definitely gonna get my jokes off. Cause he was on my nigga E Black. He was doing the colorism jokes like a motherfucker the other day. So I'm gonna get his 5 goes west looking ass. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get a couple of little light skin jokes in. Duncan Penderhughes with a beard looking ass nigga. But it's just all fun and games. It's YouTube. It's not serious. Not for me anyway. He probably not gonna watch me because he got 800,000 goddamn subs. He'll get a goddamn notification, but yeah, I'm just doing my job at the end of the day. This is my job. I got this nigga attention in front of, if there's 800 people in there, he saw my comment and responded to me. One comment, this nigga responded to me about 4 times. So I'm just doing my job. I gotta respond. It's manhood. No, he didn't do a live about me. No, T-Laws, he didn't do a live about me. He's doing a live about it says liability of the black father. I just went in there trolling because that's what the fuck I do, and I got his attention. And the trolling, now I ain't expect him to roast me with the goddamn trolling, but he did, and so now we here. I'm cool again. I'm not upset. This ain't personal. This YouTube for me. The shit he said to me, I've heard before. It don't bother me, but I got my own clapbacks when we get to that part of the video where he dissed me. I got my own clapbacks.
2015 Angry Man is because
damn folks say you
in the past few months,
PE teacher.
I have been witnessing one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen in my life. And part of the reason it makes me want to go back to 2015 Angry Man is because it reminds me of the entire reason that I came to the internet in the first place. The reason, for those of you that don't know, the reason I came to the internet was not to critique black women or women in general. I didn't come to the internet to roast women. I didn't come to the internet for any of that. What I came to the internet for was out of frustration. Frustration from being...
I came to the internet for money. COVID hit. I couldn't be outside selling CDs hand to hand and shit. At that time, I didn't know about, I don't even know who the fuck I got my shit on right now. Whatever site I'm selling my music on, I ain't know about this shit. I was used to being out there hand to hand. I was used to working security and shit. I had to leave my security job because as I told my babe on live earlier, I had to decide between going to her heart transplant classes or going to a goddamn job. It was from like $15 an hour. But yeah, I chose my baby and I transitioned over to YouTube. I chose my baby. I got fired. I got unemployment. COVID hit. I chose my baby. I've been here ever since. But I came for money. I wasn't frustrated about. So I need to buy your book, and you came to YouTube because you was frustrated, sir. Why do I need to buy your book, nigga? We came here under different circumstances. I looked at the world, and I didn't give a fuck what these hoes was doing. That ain't my goddamn concern. See, like on one hand, that's why I said manhood is subjective. It's several men out here that would find your commentary on women ain't manly. That ain't what men do. I'm not one of them niggas. But my point is, it's subjective. I heard you ask on Cellulite podcast the other day, why the fuck I get so much flack for talking about these black women? How many people have told you, men and women, since you've been talking about black women, that ain't manly? I'm just saying, It's subjective, my G. You don't have to like what the fuck I said, but you didn't tell me I was wrong. You insulted me instead of telling me how it's not subjective. Because all I heard was your opinion on what the fuck manhood was. These ain't facts. It ain't written down in no book what the fuck you have to do to become a man, which makes it subjective. Win Trey, you said you ain't never took no loss, but nigga, on the fact that manhood is subjective, you took the L. Unless you can show me a book where it specifies what the fuck you have to do to qualify as a man, nigga, it's subjective. There was a dumbass motherfucker in the chat said, that's what liberals say. Motherfucker, I don't believe in politics. Whoever said that, nigga, I've never voted in my fucking life. I done got on here and lied like I voted for Trump, but I have never voted for president in my fucking life. So I don't walk around basing what the fuck I do in my life based on my politics, and none of you motherfuckers do either. So it's weird to hear motherfuckers say, oh, that's something liberals say. No, it's what the fuck? So conservatives don't say that's subjective? So just only Democrats say that's subjective. Who the fuck lives their life based on their fucking political party? Most of the time you go through life not even know who the person you fucking, what their party is. Nobody meets a bitch or no female meets a nigga and be like, hey, do you vote Republican or Democrat? That shit you find out years later. Nobody cares about that shit. It's unimportant. All you motherfuckers who was crying about Trump and the big beautiful bill, how has it affected your life? Are you poor? Are you homeless? Did you get kicked out? Did they take money from you? No. So why in the fuck was y'all doing all that goddamn crying? Your life is still going on like it did with the other 47 presidents before this nigga. 46, because he was 45 and 47. So your life is the same way it was with 46 motherfucking presidents. Oh, that's what liberals say. Liberal my dick in your mouth, whoever said that.
Tired of witnessing men being treated like little boys, men being discarded, men being used as utilities and walk.
I can't have the truth. I don't have no problem with Angry Man. That's what I'm telling people. I don't want nobody to think I'm upset with him and I don't like him. I am playing the YouTube game. And honest to God's opinion, this nigga don't know me, so none of the shit he said affected me. I am clout chasing right now because this is my job. It's not often niggas with 800,000 subscribers recognize you and diss you. I would be a fool not to respond to the diss he did to me. It's not personal, it's business. So I don't have no, again, he the light-skinned Tommy Sotomayor. I grew up, like I said, I fuck with Tommy. That's who I came up under. That's who I feel like taught me the game and I gave him all that shit. He the same way. So I ain't mad at what the fuck he do. Not at all.
Walking ATMs, men being treated as if we didn't build this entire civilization that everybody enjoys. I got tired of the commercials that made men look like idiots. I got tired of the countless shows that made men.
That's not manly to be emotional about what the world is doing around you. So that's my opinion, and that's why manhood is subjective. No man in my world is upset about commercials and people complaining about the world that men built. Like, that shit don't affect me. It doesn't affect me. I don't give a fuck about these ratchet assholes. You know why? Because I ain't trying to fuck them and I don't want nothing to do with them. I'm not associated with no ratchet ass bitches, so I don't care what they do. Although sometimes it's entertaining to come on the internet and talk about it. But am I bothered about it? No, I don't give a fuck. How does what they doing affect me? It's cool to say on the internet, everybody judge us for how these ratchet motherfuckers are acting on the internet, but are they really though? Are they really?
men look like they were dumber than women. But more specifically, I got tired of the way the community treats black men, because of all the men. And trust and believe, there is a war on men. There's a war on masculinity. And when I say that, I mean every single man on the planet. It doesn't matter what color. It doesn't matter what your socioeconomic background is. There's a war on men right now. But
I'm just being a dick right now. Who is warring against us? Who? Either you're a man or you're not. Like, no matter how much propaganda and shit they put in front of us, if you don't like boy booty, they can't war with you. They can't turn you gay if you don't like men.
of all the men that are catching the most hell when it comes to the concept of being a man, and trust and believe, I'm not saying this to be a victim or to play victim.
Hey, nigga, you better not strike me neither. Again, this is all YouTube, but I guess I got to play your whole live to get to where the fuck I was there. But, nigga, don't strike me. Do not go into your light-skinned beige rage and strike me, sir. Taupe color there, boy.
Victim. The men that are catching it the worst are black men.
Now, you was a dope boy back in the 90s with that Nautica shirt, wasn't it?
See, while today they look at men.
Who you is, Hank Hill with that propane grill in the back? You got propane and propane accessories looking there, boy.
In general, as being toxic and needing to change the way they function, which is just a fancy way of saying they want men to be bitches. They want you to be effeminate. They want you to be weak enough so that when women...
Who is they? Who is they, sir? Who is they?
Decide to run over you, you won't do anything. That's the main reason why you can look all through social media and you see women beating up men, slapping them upside the head. You feel me? Clumping their heads together like they're Mo from the Three Stooges and shit. And the men just ain't doing nothing. They just say, I can't do anything. Because if I
actually agree with Angry Man. Like, I'm not going to even hold y'all. I actually agree with Angry Man. Just for all the shit he said thus far, I agree with him. But just because we on YouTube and I'm being a dick, I got to say something. But I agree with him. I don't know who the they is, but I agree with what the fuck he said.
If I do, I'll go to jail. Right? Terrified.
Bro, pay that $100 bond. Domestic violence is the misdemeanor. Whoop that hoe and pay the bond, G.
So while they're expecting
big sister,
men in general,
I don't know, but I'm assuming he got an inside studio and outside studio. Maybe his lady and kids is in the house and he ain't want nobody disturbing him. Again, this is Angry Man. I don't represent the views of my chat and all that. This is YouTube for me. I can't control what these people saying. This is YouTube for me. Big cigar smoking ass nigga.
To relinquish their authority and their power so that women can rule over them.
Also, Angry Man, some people would argue that fruity ass non-alcoholic drink you made the other day, some people would argue that ain't manly either. Ain't no man drinking no big ass fruity drink like that in the middle of the goddamn day. But that's why I say manhood is subjective. Your idea of manhood and my idea of manhood is different. I don't know no niggas from my block in my hood that would be drinking that fruit ass drink that you made unless it was liquor in it. And you made sure to tell us it was non-alcoholic. So I'm just saying that ain't manly to me. See how we can go back and forth with this manhood is subjective? No, it ain't. Okay.
Black men fall into a special...
According to your goddamn definition of manhood, we need to be walking around this motherfucker with spears and shields.
Category. Because unlike the rest of the other men, We're not expected to relinquish authority that we've already had. We're expected to never attain authority.
Okay, you know Urban is right there pulling the rest of his hair that he got out. He like, fuck! I was just talking shit about this nigga. Like, and again, sub count don't matter. He got more sub counts than me. This nigga ain't never been on a panel with Angry Man. He ain't never been acknowledged by Angry Man. He ain't never been on a panel with House of Hypocrites, Nate the Lawyer, THPP. None of that. He ain't never been on a panel with none of these niggas. He watched them though. He know exactly who all them motherfuckers are because they red pill content creators. They talk about Kevin Samuels and shit. Never been on a panel with him. Never been acknowledged by these people. He got all them goddamn subs. No acknowledgement. What's right, man? Can't handle the truth. There's nothing wrong with a man drinking a fruity drink. I'm just saying, where I'm from, that ain't manly. We drink Hennessy. We don't drink that fruit ass shit. But there is no set ground rules for what the fuck manhood is. He disagrees. That's what this is about. I told him manhood is subjective. He told me I came from a single parent home. A woman told me that he expect that from a nigga with boy in his name, and I need to buy his book. That's how he responded to me saying it was subjective. So that's why I'm here.
That we truly never had.
He not saying all four of those things. I wouldn't be doing a live on this shit. I'm clout chasing at this point.
So as black men, or the new black man, and I'm pretty sure you see it. You see black men today with an entirely different attitude. And because black men have this new attitude, you have black women coming out of the woodwork with every shame and
you know why black men have a new attitude? Because manhood is subjective, nigga. It's subjective. The old school way of smacking your bitch and telling her to sit down and be in the kitchen barefoot and pregnant, that used to be manhood. It's not manhood no more. That it didn't change. So that's why you can say the new age man, because manhood is fucking subjective. And I'm going to keep saying it throughout the goddamn show because that's what this argument is about. Me saying manhood is subjective. And he didn't prove me wrong. He simply did what black women do and insult you. So I came up under the Tommy Sotomayor tree too. I can tell Tommy Sotomayor influenced you, so I'm gonna hit you with some of the same shit that you be kicking out. But you did the same thing that black women do. Instead of telling me how I was wrong, you insulted me, sir. I get it. That's what light-skinned niggas do, though. Like that's what y'all do. You're sensitive, light-skinned niggas, especially a light-skinned nigga with freckles. They extra sensitive.
tactic you could possibly think of. They're calling you sassy. They're calling you weak. They're saying you're not real men. They're saying you hate your mama. Like I've heard every single shaming tactic you could possibly.
Says the nigga that shamed me when I said manhood is subjective. This shit is crazy. I'm a man. He did this, the shit that he said bitches do to men, he did to me because he disagreed with my statement that manhood is subjective. Come on, man. So it's really, really easy to break niggas like this down. And it's not just angry, man. It's just people that have the holier than thou complex all the goddamn time. It's easy to break these niggas down because, as I pointed out, he will always tell you how this culture is fucked up and hood culture has taken over and ratchet culture. But when it benefits him to be street and gangster, he always goes to that. One thing that's consistent about me, I don't even talk about this shit. I don't. Y'all have heard me talk about my street ventures, either music, and y'all have heard me talk about it with my partner on a live once or twice. It's not something that I bring up and glorify and shit because the nigga moved past it, and I shouldn't have made it through a lot of the shit that I made it through.
There's nothing to talk about. But when these niggas when they want to prove they street cred, they quick to say, nigga, I'm up. I ain't never done it though. I'm just saying I haven't done it. Am I better than these people? No. But I also don't try to portray something that I'm not either. I'm just a nigga on YouTube. That's it.
Think of, which is really just black women trying to manipulate black men into staying and remaining the mama's boys that they've always been. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's black women trying to manipulate you. See, because of the advent of the manosphere, and more specifically the black manosphere, men have been taught that they don't have to tolerate certain shit. Men have been taught what their true history is.
I don't think men that's in the manosphere is manly at all. I've never claimed to be manosphere or none of that. I didn't need the manosphere to teach me how to be a man or to talk to hoes or to know when to say no. I didn't need a whole bunch of bitter ass niggas to teach me that. I'm sorry, I did not. I knew how to tell no, hoes no, before I knew about a Fresh and Fit, a Donovan Sharp, a Tommy Sotomayor, or any other of these red pill niggas that y'all look up to. Why the fuck do I need another nigga to tell me how to tell a bitch no, and I deal with bitches every day? So yeah, subjectiveness on what manhood is, because I don't think none of you niggas that's in the manosphere is manly. That ain't manhood to me, to sit around and complain about bitches all day.
Men have been taught that they don't have to put up with any of this shit. So now you have men that do one of two things.
Like, first of all, if these men had any male guidance in their life, they would have known that you don't have to put up with shit. Like, y'all really needed niggas in the manosphere to tell y'all are the prize and y'all don't have to put up with shit. Y'all really needed YouTube to tell y'all that. That's not manhood to me. If you had to come on YouTube to listen to another nigga tell you how to be a man that wasn't your dad or your uncle or your brother, you already lost. That's not manly to me. So it's subjective.
Things. They either continue operating in the dating and mating world and they demand certain things, or they just choose to abstain from the dating and mating world.
He went to sleep.
I find it ironic that regardless of which route they take, they're being shamed. Passport bros decided to go to another country and find.
You shame me, bro. And let's be real. Passport bros were going to another country and buying pussy, nigga. Why shouldn't they be shamed? They some trick ass niggas. The easiest thing in the world to do is buy pussy. We all got jobs and money. It's easy to get pussy when you pay. It's harder to talk a bitch about that shit for free. Anybody can say, hey, I got money. Show a bitch. There's no bitch in the world that you can't show no money to that you can't fuck, unless they 60. But any young woman, if you show them money, they're going to fuck you. Hey, it's some women in their 40s. If you show them some money, they will fuck you. That ain't no flex. That niggas got passports to go to another country and buy some pussy. They not fucking them hoes for free. They not going to the Dominican Republic and macking up on a bitch, nigga. They buying pussy. Why should they be celebrated for buying pussy, sir? That ain't manly to me. I don't knock no niggas that buy pussy, but to me personally, it ain't manly. As Gabe said, it don't make you a bad person. It don't, but in my world, it don't. It's not manhood to me. That's why I told this nigga, it's subjective. I understand why niggas buy pussy. It's convenient. You ain't got to deal with the headache. You probably socially awkward. I get all the reasons they do it, but to me personally, I ain't got to do that. I don't have to do it. And so it's not manly to me. But he said manhood ain't subjective.
Find women that are actually
everybody in this chat can tell me what their idea of manhood is, and I guarantee you nobody will have the same fucking definition or requirements for what manhood is. It may be two people that say to provide and keep the woman safe. Other than that, everything is going to be different.
That are actually submissive. And the women jumped out and said, well, we didn't want them anyway, but we have a problem with them going to another country and getting another woman. Why would you have a problem with them going to another country and getting foreign women if you don't want them anyway, if they were lame squares and cornballs? Makes absolutely no sense, right?
Why do you care about their opinion of you when you done left the situation and you getting some other pussy? Why would you care what they think? That ain't manly to me. If you didn't move the fuck on and you got some new hoes, why do you care about the opinion of the bitches that didn't want you in the first place? That ain't manly to me. I could do this shit all night. I'm gonna do it all night. It may be 2 parts, because like I said, this video is 2 hours and 13 minutes long, 31 minutes, some of the nature. And I know he started talking to me within the last 30 minutes. It wasn't the whole last 30 minutes, but within the last 30 minutes of the show is when he addresses me. But I wanted to get a full context of what he said, and I'm just trolling this for YouTube, so I'm doing my job. Let me do my drop, though. Let me do my drop. I know his cellulite had asked me the other night, you know Thomas Soda, man?
Well, my man MoneyBoy Trey in the building. He said, hit that like or we gon' fight. Make sure you check him out on YouTube.
Still Soto gang.
But then again, why would we expect it to make sense, right? Because it's bullshit. No bullshit is ever going to be logical. It's always going to be nonsensical. That's how you know it's bullshit, right? But if you choose to stay in the dating and mating world and make demands, I'm not going to tolerate this, I'm not going to tolerate that. Oh, you're arguing, you're sassy. Oh, you're dating multiple women. You must be homosexual. Like just to show you how much they're short-circuiting, just to show you just how much they are malfunctioning. I see chicks online saying that men that eat cake aren't real men. Why would you like cake or cupcakes? Men that do crab boils are not real men. Like they're malfunctioning so bad because they are so used to living in a world where men bow down to them. They are so used to living in a world where they can manipulate, take advantage of, and quite frankly, fuck men over for their entire lives that they cannot handle these men growing a backbone, standing up for themselves and saying, no, we're not doing this goofy shit. We're not doing this goofy shit. If you think that I'm supposed to get up, go out, work, make all of the money and take care of you, then you damn right your ass need to be in the fucking kitchen. No ifs, ands, and buts about it.
I have no argument with that.
You expected me to work and take care of you. You need to get in the kitchen and cook something.
Hey, y'all know me. If y'all been watching me for a minute, y'all know one of my mottos was women in the kitchen whenever the fuck Trump ran. That was I was running on that. I'm campaigning that if you elect me, I will put a woman in every kitchen. That was what I'm on. So I don't disagree with him. If you want a nigga to take care of you, the least you can do is cook and clean the goddamn house. Or at least be crafty enough and good enough at what you do that the nigga will hire a maid and a cook. If you don't want to do the shit, make sure you do some extra freaky kinky shit where the nigga will give you the money to hire staff to do the shit. You just make sure it gets done, though. That's the least you can do.
And get in the house and clean something, period. And no amount of, oh, that's misogynistic. Today's women, we don't have to fall into that category and kick rocks.
See, I think Angry Man thought I was one of these soft ass, limp dick ass, don't get no pussy ass niggas. I think that's what he thought I was. This is why I wanted him to respond to when he told me to buy his book, and I was like, nigga, for what? I popped my shit when I said nigga for what? Like what you can't. Are you telling me to buy your book to learn how to get hoes? Don't need that. But like the only thing I could buy from your book or would buy your book for is if you told me step by step how to get 800,000 subs. If you told me how to do that, I would buy the book. But anything else you talking about that requires manhood, nigga, I don't give a fuck. We goddamn it in the same age brackets. The only thing you got more than me is more fucking subscribers.
If you don't want to be what a woman has traditionally been, stop expecting men to be what they've traditionally been.
And if you got more money than me, that's expected because you got a whole bunch of more goddamn subscribers than me. But if it comes to talking about getting hoes and all that other shit, I don't want to hear from you. For what?
Buy your own shit. Pay your own bills. Take care of yourself. Stop looking for men to do it. And for God's sake, stop jumping up here trying to manipulate our egos and trick us into granting you your fantasy. Oh, well, if you was a real man, you would make 500,000 a year. Man, shut the hell up. If you was a real woman, you'd actually know how to cook something for a fucking change.
I ain't mad at him for that statement. I wholeheartedly agree. Not mad at him for that at all. If y'all aren't subscribed to the Angry Man, go over there and subscribe. He on his way to 1 million subscribers. Go over there and help him get there.
If you was a real woman, these kids would actually know how to read. If you was a real woman, you wouldn't be out here walking around half.
Now, the non-subjective manhood side of me would interject, and you saying so it's solely on the woman to teach the kid how to read. Like you literally just said it. Let me skip this shit back. I see it. Damn it. I hate to have to go against the grain, but I'm just saying. So it's two people that made the baby, but it's only on the woman to make sure the son knows how to read. So the dad ain't got to do no flashcards and help out at all. So me as a man with a daughter that's 7 and her mama dead, I'm supposed to rely on a teacher just to teach her. I ain't supposed to make sure that she knows how to read. I'm not supposed to go over sight words and shit of that nature with her. It's just on a woman. That's not manly. Putting all the shit on the woman, sir, that's not manhood. That's not manly.
If you was a real woman, these kids would actually know how to read.
Again, I hate to go against the grain. But okay, if she was a real woman, these kids would know how to read. Where does the real man come in at? Like, what is the real man supposed to do if he don't make sure his child, who he's supposed to leave his legacy to, don't know how to read? Fuck the mama. If the man is supposed to leave his legacy and pass his legacy on down to the child, wouldn't you think it's more incumbent on the man to make sure the child knows how to read than the woman whose job is just to cook and keep house? Ain't it the daddy job to teach the man how to hunt, count, do finances, cut the yard, and all the other shit that's considered manly? Nigga, women couldn't even read. It was against the law for women to read at one point in time. So it was incumbent on the men to pass that down to their goddamn children. Now it didn't switch. This light-skinned nigga logic. Light-skinned nigga logic is it didn't switch to if you a real woman, these kids will know how to read. All right, cool. I hate I'm going against the grain, but it's YouTube and he dissed me in my world. As a man, you don't let no nigga diss you and not clap back. So I'm doing YouTube shit. It's just YouTube though. The good part ain't came though. I'm saving it. I wanted to spoil it and just give all my disses out that I thought about earlier. Cause I thought it when he dissed me, I already knew what the fuck I was gonna say tonight. I just did the shit like 28 hours after. But when that nigga dissed me, I already knew what the fuck I was gonna say to him. I'm holding it till I get to that part. But I don't know if I'm gonna get through all of it tonight because again, this is a long ass video. I don't even know who to. Hey, your name is long. Is this Gabe or Mad?
Yeah, it's me.
What I said, yeah, like the name is long and the bitch when you came up with it. What does it say? It says YouTube. Okay, YouTube.com. Okay. I said, but I didn't pay attention to it at first. Well, I'm glad he did do it, Miss B. Maybe this is a blessing from whatever deity niggas believe in. This is my chance to do what the fuck I do. I'm cool with. Again, I wasn't offended when he said it because I was in there trolling any goddamn way. I was trolling, but I was telling the truth. It's definitely subjective. But since it hits me, I was like, well, I can capitalize off my trolling.
This is interesting. It's kind of like watching a fight with two guys that went to the same kung fu school.
Thank you. We both come from the Tommy Sotomayor tree. I definitely know this nigga comes from the Tommy Sotomayor tree. I know that 100%. That's why when he dissed me, I'm like, oh shit, I didn't heard that before, and I used it on niggas like you. That don't bother. What you gonna rage bait me? That's not gonna happen. But he couldn't rage bait me because he didn't have a link dropped or anything. He was just talking shit. He was talking his shit.
If you was a real woman, you wouldn't be out here walking around half naked.
Like, it's debatable.
That's not manly to me either. To police what a bitch got go wearing. That's not manly to me either. Because as a man, like you don't give a fuck what a bitch wearing, sir. It's cool to pretend that on YouTube, but you do not give a fuck what a bitch got wearing. You don't care what she got on when you meet her. If she attractive, you gonna holler at the bitch. You gonna holler at the bitch based on what she got on and what her face look like any goddamn way. So, like you said, if you why is you like again, sir? We all grown men. All of us got one porn star that we would fucking wife up. If we wouldn't wife up, you know what we would do? Fuck her. And we know her profession is to have sex with a whole bunch of niggas. That's what she get paid to do. And we all as men got this one porn star that we would go all out on. We would make her girlfriend. We would treat all this shit. Fuck her, bro. Even though we didn't see what the fuck she did on camera, we would go there.
Jelena Jensen.
Man, it's so many for me. Brittany White is probably my number one, but I got a I got a top 20 list.
Yeah, so do I.
I think Brittany White, Aaliyah Hadid, I can't think of the other motherfucker. I got a motherfucking list. I got like a top 20 list.
April O'Neil, Sage. Shit.
These folks tripping. I think Elsa Ibarra. I got a fucking list. And this is like, man, if you cared about nigga, you watch porn. You don't give a fuck what them hoes wearing in porn. In fact, you like it when they got on the see-through and all that shit. That ain't manly to me, but it's cool for YouTube. But that's why I said manhood is subjective because every man don't have the same motherfucking rules. This nigga here is lying. He know goddamn well it's a funky ass bitch on IG who don't have on no clothes who this nigga like every post she put up. I guarantee if you go to this nigga's social media and watch what kind of hoes he following, all of them half naked. He ain't got no bitches with no clothes on. He ain't got no bitches in no business suits dressed like Hillary Clinton and shit of that nature. He don't. It's all half-naked hoes. What kind of man?
Oh.
Wait,
That's just the truth.
nigga, did you just spit?
Anyway you cut
Nigga,
it,
did you
right?
just wait? You just spit in the man cave, sir. Flag on the play. That ain't manly or manhood to me to spit a loogie in your motherfucking garage. That is nasty as hell. What part? So manhood is being nasty. Did this nigga just hock a loogie and spit it on the floor, Gabe?
It's not a man cave, it's a man canopy. If you can tell, I think he's outside.
Well, no, he got an inside. I ain't gonna do him like that. He got an inside nice ass sit. He just outside, but I'm not gonna do him like that. Just like Tommy, he got multiple places that he stream in. Now, clearly, this is his goddamn garage, but he does have a nice setup with the purple lights, Angry Man, and all that shit. So I ain't gonna do him like that. But regardless of how many setups he got, is it manly to just spit on the goddamn floor?
Not unless
This
it's like the
nigga's on
Wild
a
West.
live and he just spit.
Spittoon.
And then he gonna make his wife come in there and clean it up. You're boy, you was a slave driver. I don't know if he married or not. I'm just going for the sake of this argument. He gonna make his wife come in there and clean up his spit. You nasty son of a bitch. You're abusive, sir. Again, this is all YouTube. I don't think Angry Man is abusive or nothing. It's all fun and games because he dissed me. But you're abusive, sir. You gonna make your guy come in there and clean up your loogie? What kind of man?
That's just
My nigga didn't spit in the ass because he got an ashtray right there. He definitely has an ashtray with because he's smoking that big ass cigar, unless he just being trifling and dumping the ashes on the floor. My nigga spit a real loogie, said, that is nasty work, G. That is nasty work. That's not manly at all. That's nasty.
There's one corner with just a bunch of fucking snot and saliva.
That's just the truth. Any way you cut it, right? But I've been watching something go on for the past couple of months, culminated into a situation that just happened recently. And I'm sitting back watching it. And I've been vocal the entire time. I've been speaking up the entire time.
You know what I hate about doing live? Like my necklaces like literally don't shine at all and like doing these lives. But that one thing I did from Bass Pro when it wasn't no lights on and like the shit where you can actually see what my shit look like, but it don't look like they're doing nothing. It's just I hate it. You can't see it at all on the live. It doesn't reflect with the lights. But if you see me in nighttime, it's just like, woo, shit.
I've even told people, look, man, you might not want to do that because you're damaging your reputation.
Or even in daytime, from a distance, you can actually see the reflect. It's just different.
Now, what I didn't say is who they were damaging their reputation with. All of you have been damaging your reputation with me. Now I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, well, so what, Angry Man? We don't care what you think. We don't give a shit what you think. We all grown men, right? It's not like Angry Man has any sway. It's not like Angry Man has any influence. It's not like Angry Man has the ability to get up here and point out why you bunch of single mother raised niggas have proven beyond a reason of a doubt that when it comes to the hatred of black men, you niggas are included in that shit.
I'm gonna need him not to be a product of a single parent home talking this shit.
You Stockholm syndrome suffering.
Because if he's a product of a single parent home, one could argue the way that he behaves online is a direct result of him coming from a single parent home.
And why would he know what manhood is if he didn't have like a father in the first place?
I don't know his background. Like
I don't know either. I'm just saying if that.
I know who he is, but I don't know his background like that to speak on it. But I'm just saying, if he came from a single parent home, how dare he? Because if he's saying he's different from that, then he acknowledges that if you're from a single parent home, that doesn't necessarily mean you'll turn out like what he's describing, because he would be able to say, I'm different. So if he's from a single parent home, what the fuck are you talking about? Your example that this is not 100%. You can be something different even though you came up in these circumstances.
Assholes. And I'm gonna break it down today. Because I'm sick of looking at it. I'm sick of looking at you black men doing the bidding of black women by attacking one Anton Daniels.
Meat riding for another nigga, that's not manly in my book. That's not manhood, meat riding for another man. That's what you called it the other day when E Black was asking somebody to verify if they were cooking or not. You quantified it as meat riding. So I take this as you looking for Anton Daniels' approval and meat riding him. That's what it is. Hopefully you get a shout out for all this meat riding though, but you need to say pause after all this meat riding, G. Yeah, this is for YouTube. This is YouTube purposes only. Don't be offended, G. I wasn't offended when you said the shit that you said to me. It's just jokes. We do YouTube. We understand the shit, right? We men. We got the subjective manhood code.
And I'm gonna break it down
Hello,
so well
Creeder.
that anything you say in response is gonna sound like a bullshit ass excuse. And we can start drawing the lines now. On which one of you are actually black men.
Well, you're already objective. See how you saying there? If you don't agree with me, you're not a black man. Sir, I don't know you, but you look mixed, nigga. You not a black man, nigga. You half and half. You're not black. I could be wrong, but just based off looking at you, nigga, it looked like your mama white and your daddy is Don Lemon. I could be wrong, but I'm just saying, you don't look like a black man to me. You're mixed. I was about to hit you with my joke that I was gonna do when you talk about what my mama told me, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna use some discipline, and I'm not gonna even throw that one out there yet. But, sir, you don't even look black. You're not. You mix. I don't like hearing from mixed niggas claiming to be black. Like, nigga, embrace your white side too, nigga. You half and half. You creamer.
And which one of you are just a bunch of male hyenas doing the bidding?
Again, I'm just assuming like he assumed shit about me, but from my assumption, it don't look like he is 100% Negro. And then if we just want to go back historically, who the fuck told y'all if you had any percent of black in you, you was black? Who came up with that? White men, because they didn't want to accept the mixed kids that they breeded and raped. So they just said, if you got any black in you, you black. And you niggas want to hold on to that shit. He Dairy Cream. But niggas want to hold on to some shit the white man told them. They know that shit ain't right. That's what the white man said. They don't make it fucking true. Because the white man said, if you got any amount of black in you, you black. Y'all are literally in 2026 repeating what the slave master told y'all niggas hundreds of years ago. And I'm supposed to take you niggas seriously.
Of your queen hyenas. What shall we start with? So, yesterday we were talking about, I was on Will's show, and we were talking about the lawsuit that Anton Daniels' wife filed against Corey Holcomb. So Anton Daniels' wife and Anton Daniels' daughter have a lawsuit against Corey Holcomb, right? Now, while we were having this discussion, there were numerous people trying their best to defend Corey Holcomb, but
Wait, is this light-skinned nigga throwing shade? What's going on, Room Shaker, baby? We weren't defending Corey Holcomb, nigga. We was defending the fact that he got the right to say what the fuck he want, whether we agree with it or not. I'm not a Corey Holcomb fan. I'm not a Corey Holcomb hater. I'm not a Anton Daniels fan. I'm not an Anton Daniels fan. The fuck? I keep just picking my words up. Point is, nigga, we weren't defending him. We were defending the First Amendment, the right to freedom of speech. I don't give a fuck who said it. Fuck Corey Holcomb. It could have been any nigga. It could have been you that said it, and I would defend your right to say what the fuck you want to, no matter if I agree with it or how I feel like it's despicable or not. Because again, I done some fucked up shit on here. Talking about kids ain't one, but I've done some fucked up ass shit. People could judge me for the shit that I've done. I don't make no excuses for it. We did what the fuck we did. We was in battle. As you've heard several niggas say, in battle ain't nothing off limits, which is why I told you the other day, nigga, it ain't no rules in no goddamn fight. When you fighting, ain't no motherfucking rules. When you in war, it ain't no rules. Of course, they say, well, you got this shit, it's rules of war. Who gonna enforce it? Right now, if a country invaded somebody and did the shit that's against, that's considered war crimes, who the fuck is gonna enforce it? Prime example, they claim America did the most horrendous shit to all the prisoners at Guantanamo Bay. Who locked up for it? If it was hundreds of people that took part in that shit and a couple people went to jail, is that everybody being justice? Why I'm raising hell, hit the link, Room Shaker. I can explain it to you. But then how you gonna... Nigga, you created the hell sector, and you gonna ask me why I'm raised in hell? What the fuck? Isn't that ironic?
But they tried to mask it as, oh, freedom of speech. He should be able to say what he want to say.
And it ain't no masking it again. Fuck Corey Holcomb. And fuck you if you thinking I'm defending him. That's the problem right there. Because all of us came up and said what Corey Holcomb did was despicable. But under the First Amendment, he has the right to say what the fuck he want to say. That's not defending Corey Holcomb. That's defending the First Amendment right. I don't give a fuck who says it. You have the right to be as vile as you want to be. And you did a lot of talking that night, but you didn't prove any of us wrong by saying he can be as fucked up and despicable as he wants to be when he gets on the microphone. Most of their lawsuit is based on them saying they faced emotional duress and all of that shit, but he's had his family on his motherfucking podcast. They're not private citizens when you include them in a fucking show that's going on the internet. So that shit's thrown out the window. If his daughter and his wife have ever been a part of his goddamn YouTube, they are public figures. And the question that I asked was, how in the fuck did Corey Holcomb get this nigga picture of his daughter? He didn't go through no family photo album and get it, so it had to be something that was goddamn public. So he got a picture from the public motherfucking domain. And as somebody in the public domain, you are up for criticism. It ain't about Corey Holcomb. It's about a nigga saying, I don't like what you said about my family and suing you. And all of us that are YouTubers have went a little bit too goddamn far talking about somebody we've done commentary on.
Everybody.
So what you saying is, but you pussy ass nigga, and I'm gonna say pussy ass nigga because you talk shit about me. What your pussy ass is saying is, well, if you talk about my daughter or my family in a way that I don't agree, I should be able to sue. That's bullshit. You sensitive as fuck. Your kids and your daughter don't have to be on the internet. They didn't lose any money. Whether or not this shit happened on the internet, people in their life criticize and make fun of them every day. Nigga, it's people making fun of Anton Daniel's wife because of the other bitch that he was out doing these shows and shit, Mika. It's hoes making fun of her right now because of the Mika situation. They didn't need this. It's folk making fun of Anton's daughter at school because of the Mika situation. They didn't need this. So for y'all to say this nigga calling her ugly, and everybody in the world has been called ugly at one point in time. Tyra Banks was even called ugly. Maybe she was a teenager or whatever, but at some point somebody thought that bitch was ugly. And now we're suing motherfuckers because somebody said they're ugly. It's Olympic people 14, 15, 16 years old that are on the national stage Olympics. He claimed his daughter is the international Taekwondo people. Everybody didn't think Dawn Staley was fine. What's that lady name, that black lady that did the Gabby lady? Everybody was behind her, but some people thought that bitch her was nappy.
Gabby.
I'm just saying, she was a fucking teenager when people were saying her hair was nappy. Blue Ivy is motherfucking a private citizen, and people was calling her nappy-headed and all that other shit. Why in the fuck is Anton Daniel's daughter exempt from that shit? Which is why I said you can't tell niggas how to fight. Some people fight fair, other niggas go and get the pistol, other niggas stab you, other niggas hit you upside the head with a bottle, other niggas jump you. Everybody don't have the same fucking rules when it come to fight. Even in a sanctioned fight, we can say it's rules, but I can kidney punch you, and if the referee don't see it, motherfucker, it's legal. I can hit you below the belt, and if the referee don't see it, nigga, it's legal. In fact, I can hit you below the belt 2 or 3 times before they even deduct the motherfucking point. So I like the shit you were saying about rules don't fucking apply. Because everybody don't operate the same goddamn way. The same way with your definition of manhood. Everybody in every culture has a different standard of what the fuck manhood is. So I don't know why you diss me when I pointed out that manhood was subjective. But I'm glad you did, though, because we're here now. It's YouTube.
You know, the whole thing with the whole situation with the Corey Anton thing, like, I don't know what the situation is. I just know this. The defamation and slander cases have like a 10%, 20% at most chance best at winning. It's hard to win those cases.
You don't have to blur out her face. And then people saying She said, I don't even know how old she is or how old she was. If she would, because this shit happened in January. If she was 18 at the time that he put that photo up, what is everybody talking about? She was 17. These are things that we don't know. Everybody's just assuming. But let's assume when that situation happened, she was 18. She 18. Why everybody calling her a minor? She's a fucking adult. She's actually an adult that he said is an international taekwondo fighter. She'd have probably been on Sports Illustrated and every goddamn thing. And niggas talking about, oh, he put a picture of her without permission. Man, shut the fuck up. It's social media. Then they said, well, it's in California. Well, if she stays in Detroit and he put the picture up in California, does the California law apply because she's a resident somewhere else? There's a whole bunch of legal precedent shit that has to be ironed out, but niggas is on this motherfucker talking like they know the goddamn shit. And these are the questions I asked. I said, well, he did put her picture up in California on the internet. What if she stays in another state? Does the California statute apply? Does California statute for that apply to outside residents? Or does it only apply to California residents? Nobody had an answer for that. That's why this shit is going to be interesting to see what happens. Because there's a whole bunch of questions that Corey is going to pay his lawyers to bring up.
They was trying their best to come up with every reason in the world to defend Corey Holcomb, who quite frankly is a fucking weirdo and a degenerate. Let's stop playing. Let's stop playing these games. I don't care if he's a comedian. He's a weirdo and a degenerate.
But here's the thing though, sir. People can say you're a weirdo and a degenerate for the shit that you say. That doesn't make it true. That's your personal opinion about that man. And if we start criticizing people because of their personal opinion, we end up with a whole bunch of motherfuckers being canceled because they don't like what the fuck we said. So you're part of that Becky and Karen culture, but I get it because your mama probably white. So you part of the Becky, Karen, cancer culture. You cool with that. Damn. I get it. Yeah, you said ouch game. I told him I'm here for the joke.
Damn, I had to do it now.
I'm here. But y'all didn't hear how he got me. I'm trying to hold off till we get to the part where he get me, but I ain't gonna make it in this show because y'all know I only do 2-3 hours. I ain't got time all night. And I've been drinking. I'm definitely not gonna go out for the night. Not gonna happen.
He's the type of nigga you shouldn't have around your freaking kids. I said it.
That doesn't make it true, though. That's your opinion. You want everybody to agree with your opinion because you're an Anton Daniels fan. And I'm not a fan of his and I'm not a hater, but I said what Corey did was despicable. It's despicable in my opinion, but at the same time, under the First Amendment Freedom of Speech Act, this nigga can say what the fuck he want to, no matter how I feel about it. No matter how anybody feels about it, he has the right to say what the fuck he want to say. Now, he's facing the consequences of that because he's being sued, but he still had the right to say what the fuck he wanted to say. And if the lawsuit is thrown out, that means the judicial system agrees that he gets to say what the fuck he wants to say, no matter how any of us feel about it.
Period. So, all of you men that want to defend Corey Holcomb because you're a bunch of weirdos, you just show.
Boy, fuck you and Corey Holcomb. How about that? Fuck you and Corey Holcomb, nigga. Let me, for good measure, fuck you, Corey Holcomb, and Anton Daniels. It's content for me, nigga. But at the same time, First Amendment right, and had this nigga not went on a world tour for a week in a row, because it's a week before, it's a week in between this nigga shows. And for 7 goddamn days, Anton went around talking his shit to anybody that would listen. So he has a part to play in the way this nigga responded. Because if he had just shut the fuck up and left the show as it was, I don't think Corey would have come out and done it. We'll never know because Anton did a week's worth of talking shit. He added fuel to the fire. Anton has been on YouTube long enough to know everybody don't fight the motherfucking same. Just like you've been on YouTube long enough to know everybody don't fight the same. Because you said niggas brought your family into it. I've been on YouTube long enough to know everybody don't fight the same. So you know what I do? When motherfuckers talk about my kids and shit, I ignore it and I go for their dead relatives. That's what the fuck I used to do. You cannot find a clip of me ever complaining about somebody talking about my child, calling CPS, or none of that shit. I just got revenge, nigga. I didn't complain about it.
Showing your weirdo-ness. And a lot of times it takes situations like this to reveal who the weirdos are, because you're definitely weirdos. But I don't know why we're surprised. There was a bunch of you defending P. Diddy. There's a bunch of you defending R. Kelly.
What did P. Diddy do wrong? Was P. Diddy convicted of raping any hoes? P. Diddy was convicted of buying prostitutes for his bitch. Seriously. P. Diddy was convicted of buying prostitutes for his bitch. So what are you talking about? Niggas defended P. Diddy. On the R. Kelly, I can agree with you on that one. But P. Diddy was never brought up on charges for fucking with any minor. So why are we repeating rumors? If they could prove this nigga had fucked minors, that would have been in the goddamn indictments that he had going on. Civil shit don't fucking count. We talking about criminal. Why are you bringing Diddy up?
You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of y'all
with this non-alcoholic fruit ass drink you drinking. That ain't manly.
There's a bunch of you, right?
This nigga probably from North Dakota some goddamn well.
So you're trying to mask your defense of Corey Holcomb's weirdo ways with freedom of speech and all this other bullshit. Now, as you're doing this, I got confused. Because
you trying to what they call it, meat hugging or meat stretching. You trying to mask your meat stretching for Anton Daniels right now. That's what you trying to do. You trying to mask it.
Being that I came to the internet to speak for men, to defend men from the gynocracy. See, the only reason I ended up in a situation where I had to critique women is because the moment I became an advocate for men and men's rights.
This nigga just made an excuse for why bruh, you don't have to critique women to point your case out about men's rights. You don't have to talk about women at all. But hey, making excuses ain't manly and manhood for me, sir. I'm just saying, making excuses for why you do some fucked up shit, see, again, I would respect you more if you said, man, I started talking about these black holes because I'm telling the truth and people are paying me for it. You're getting paid to say this shit about black women. You are, because there's a lot of people that agree with you. You're not lying what you're saying about black women. But you're not saying it because you were in defense of men, nigga. It's because you got paid for it. Yeah. If you didn't get paid to talk about black women, would you do it? Now, of course, you could say, when I came on YouTube, I wasn't getting paid. Nigga, none of us were. But you also saw a topic, you stumbled upon a topic, you saw what got you views, and you ran with it. None of us got paid as soon as we got on YouTube, so you can't use that excuse. If you weren't getting paid to talk about black women, would you do it? I don't watch him like that. I'm just going off what he says, but pretty much what Thomas Sotomayor has been saying since he's been on the internet.
This just sounds like a knockoff.
He's just a light-skinned version of him. He a half and half version of Tommy.
Not as intelligent. I don't know. It just doesn't come off as cleanly.
Again, I ain't dissing Angry Man. I'm a fan of Angry Man. I aim to be where the fuck this nigga is at. I hope to get 800,000 subscribers and all of that shit. I aim to do it. I understand that this is YouTube because he dissed me. If he had to diss me, we wouldn't be here. He would still be in his light skin area. And me and him we're gonna bump into each other in other places, mostly Cellulite Podcast, because I like what they had going on. I've been over there twice, and if I'm invited back, I'm gonna keep going over there. So he'll get used to me. But we gotta. Yeah, I saw that too. But even that shit be weird though, because it's like sometimes you can talk about a topic that'll make you go viral and get a shit ton of subs, but everybody that subscribes doesn't mean they're gonna always watch. They just hit the subscribe button in a moment of excitement, watching that viral moment. He definitely is. I just found out he had 800,000 subs, but I've known his name for a long fucking time. I could have done it live, but I pretty much, when I go on those shows like that and they allow you to stream the link, I pretty much just let them get all. I'll share it on my wall and tell the people to come over where I'm at, and then I'll restream it. I like to let them get all the views concentrated, even though they don't matter. But yeah, I aim to be whether subs or not, he's known through the YouTube sector. People know his name. This is why I was telling the hood that I need a speech therapist nigga, because he finally got more subs than me, and he was talking shit, and I was like, but nobody knows you though, nigga. Like when I had 700 subs, motherfuckers knew who the fuck I was. So it's just, he got one of them presents, like people know who the fuck he is.
I was attacked by women. So, of course, I would have to defend myself and call them out on their bullshit. The only reason why it looks like I came to the internet just for that purpose.
Yeah, go click the link and subscribe to Gabe. Click the link, go subscribe. State Gang affiliate, State Gang Day One. You know what I did today, Gabe?
What?
I went to Outback Steakhouse where State Gang was formed. I went there today. It was a nostalgic moment.
Full circle, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The food was fine. Them drinks though, I was mad in the motherfucker. The lady tried to overcharge me and shit, because they got the drinks that are $8, and then they well, you can ask for it down under for $2 more, which is another shot. And I said, okay, give me this drink and make it down under, because most of the places you go, drinks are $10 and up. So I was like, oh shit, I can get a drink plus an extra shot for 10. Cool. She was like, it ain't letting me put the down under in, so I could just ring you up for another shot. I was like, is it $2? She was like, nah. I'm like, well, fuck that then. And then I got the drink, and it was weak as a motherfucker. It was weak, and I was like, well, let me get a one of these $5 beers that y'all get. It never came. The food was fine, though, but the alcohol was weak as fuck. So, yeah, there was that. But yeah,
I'm scared to know how much a beer is at the bar nowadays.
Well, I guess they got their own version of beer, and they got a $5 regular one, and then they got a $6 tall glass. So it's still we eat whichever one, but I think it's their version of it though. Like it didn't say if it was Michelob or nothing. It was a
Foster's
Blooming Ale. That's what it's called, and it said it's perfect with steak. I had a steak, so I was like, fuck it, let me get one, but it never came. But that drink was weak as a motherfucker, though.
Yep, that's how they get you.
Is because I was better at it than them. It's kind of like if somebody slaps you in the face lightly, and then you completely demolish them. If somebody walked up and saw,
you know what you just described? It ain't no rules in fighting. You can't tell nobody how to respond, which is what I said about Corey. Y'all niggas can't tell Corey how to respond after he feel like Anton disrespected him for a week on the internet. You can't tell that nigga how to respond. You may not like his response, but you can't say he wrong for it. You may not like it, but he can do whatever the fuck he want to.
and saw you in the middle of demolishing them, they'll think you're the one that started the shit. They'll think you're the one that was the agitator. See, if you go back and look, I came to the internet speaking for men, telling men what they need to do, telling men what they need to avoid. And I was immediately attacked by the women because the women believe that men shouldn't have a voice. The women believe that they.
I came on the internet having panels with nothing but hoes, and I was fucking 3 or 4 of them that was on the panel that night. That's how I came on the goddamn internet. I don't know about other niggas, but that's the type I'm like, buy your book for what, nigga? I'm saying, buy your book for what? But he don't know me though, so I'm giving him an introduction. He don't know me.
You have
that's how I came on the internet. I literally had a panel where I was the only nigga on the panel with about 8 females, and I was fucking 3 or 4 of them that were on the panel, all in my city. That's how I came on YouTube. I don't know about other niggas, so I don't know why I would need to buy your book to find out how to be a man. When I feel like my version of manhood is cool, it works for me. Might not work for everybody else, but it worked for me. You probably ain't got 2 hoes. I got 2 hoes. You ain't. So why would I need your book? You probably want 2 hoes and ain't got 2. Or if you got 2 hoes, you lying to one of them. You ain't keeping it real. So why would I need to buy your book? I've been like that for the past 10 years, sir. Before I was on YouTube, that was my goddamn life. I don't believe in monogamy. I tell all my hoes about each other. That's what the fuck it is. Either you deal with it or you don't. One thing I found out is always some people that's going to deal with it.
He actually sells
a
signed copy for $50 or $100 hardback.
I don't know. He held up a book and said, buy my book. And I was like, nigga, for what? And I'm like, I got 2 girlfriends, 4 baby mama. Like, what the fuck I need your book for? I don't need you to tell me how to be no goddamn man. Like, is that what your book is for, to tell me how to get hoes? Because that's what most of these niggas' books is about, to get hoes.
Pretty much.
It's not about how to get money. It's about how to get hoes.
Yeah.
And if you in your 40s needing somebody to tell you how to get hoes, you might as well just stick to buying pussy. Oh shit, I thought I hit play.
Tell our story for us. That way they can keep us in a negative light. So what I did was I just called out all of their bullshit that I've been holding on to for years. The only reason why it looks like I'm the aggressor is because I'm better at calling out their bullshit than they are at calling out ours. And you know what the difference is? The difference is when I called out their bullshit, I was telling the truth. When they call out our bullshit, they're fucking lying. In most cases. In most cases, when they critique black men, they're exaggerating. In some cases, they're lying. In some cases, they're just repeating talking points from racist Jim Crow white men from back in the day.
Gabe, could you imagine where I would be at if I had kept on the 95% of the problems in the black community of black women? Could you imagine where I was at if I kept up the trajectory?
I don't know.
I'm just saying, look where the fuck he at. He doesn't go as extreme as Tommy. That's why he's still around and still getting monetized. I never went as extreme as Tommy. I talk my shit, but I never went to the extreme as him. So could you imagine if that's all I just focused on was saying, let me point out what the shit these black women do every day. Man, look. I just branched out and started doing other shit, beefing and doing all types of other shit. Cause I've done other shit besides beef. Beefing is not my whole motherfucking story. And I'm glad my channel reflects it. I've had some beefs, but that ain't my whole goddamn story. But I could just imagine. It's the same thing Kevin Samuels did. That's the same thing. Like everybody is following Thomas' blueprint. The one thing everybody learned was not to be as abrasive as him to get canceled. But they still they told the line, but they don't. Like he all the time says, "You niggas, you niggas, you niggas, you niggas, you niggas, 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 niggas." Same shit Tommy did. Tommy was just unfiltered with it and didn't give a fuck. Everybody else watched what he did. It was like, well, I can go this far with it and not get demonetized. And so that's what they're doing.
They just remixed it.
And it did the same shit. It's so much other shit to talk about. I ain't knocking nobody that do it, but it's just so much other shit to talk about. And if I was just surely plentiful about the money, I could have followed this blueprint that all these niggas in the manosphere is doing. Everybody in the manosphere is talking about black women in a negative way. They just putting a PC spin on it. They ain't gonna call it like right now, listening to him talk, I ain't heard him say bitch a whole damn time. I say bitch and hoe all the goddamn time. I'm still monetized. I just don't don't say it the whole fucking show to where my shit will get yellow, but I cuss. These niggas don't cuss.
And the audience is majority women.
So this is what I'm saying. So imagine if I had kept on doing the same shit they talk about with my cussing, where the fuck I would be at. Women is mad to brought that. Yeah, I got several lines saying that shit. 95%. I still say it now. 95% of the problem.
None of it holds water. And that's the reason why it was so easy for me and the rest of my ilk to demolish their arguments. So much so that they had to run to every person that would listen to try to get help. They had to use all sorts of shaming tactics. Oh, this is bashing women. Oh, this is misogyny. This all of this bullshit. Simply because they couldn't win a debate. Right? Simply.
Again, I don't disagree with you, sir, but it's not manly. It's not manly. It's not manhood to sit up here and be crying about this shit. I got a drop for that. Wait a minute, God damn it. Hold on. This is for you, sir. Wait a minute. This for you, angry man. This is for you.
Hey, you a grown man. Stop all of that bitching, nigga.
Yeah, it's not manly to do all that bitching. Like, it's just not. Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it. See, hold on, let me put my overlay up too. Hold on, let me, because I said manhood is subjective. Well, I don't need it right now. Never mind. I put it up when you diss me.
Simply because they couldn't win a debate. So I came to the internet to speak up for men.
Oh, thank you.
And when I saw
thank you, great sire. We would have never gotten through our 43 years of life if you would not have come on the internet in did he say 2015? If you would not have come on the internet 11 years ago, I would not have made it through my 35 years. Wait, 11 years ago, 40. I would not have made it through my 32 years of life had you not come on the internet to take up for me. Like, why the fuck did I need you to take up for me? Like, nigga, you wasn't in here arguing with none of these bitches I had to argue with, nigga. What do you mean taking up for me? Because you was on the internet talking? Nigga, like, where were you when this bitch pulled a gun out on me? Like, I'm just saying. Taking up for me because you was talking. But thank you though, sir. Thank you for coming on the internet and talking to a whole bunch of people that didn't know you at that time. Now you can pop your shit now because you got almost 1 million subs, but nigga, at the time when you came on the internet, didn't nobody know who the fuck you was.
Saw yesterday really and truly bothered me. Really and truly disturbed me. Made me sick to my stomach.
I know about it. I thought somebody was on Facebook watching. They ain't watching no more. Three streams.
So I was confused. And the reason why I was confused is because when I came to the internet, destroying these narratives, destroying the premise of these women, destroying.
I ain't gonna even hold you, Gabe, mad. Don't his reason for coming to the internet sound like Thomas? I ain't gonna even hold y'all. Don't that sound like why Thomas said he came to the internet?
Almost word for word, man. It's like, but it's already been
done. I came to the internet to defend men.
It's just
this nigga done stole Tommy's story.
A lot of people have.
But I mean, Tommy fuck with him though. Tommy fuck with him. Tommy fucks with him, but I don't know if Tommy know he stole his story. But Tommy fuck with him. He's a regular on the show.
Well, my man MoneyBoy Trey in the building. He said, hit that like or we gonna fight. Make sure you check him out on YouTube.
And sir, that nigga, that was when like I had 200 goddamn subs. I got that type of when I had 200 subs, sir. That clip there is about 4 years old now.
That's your oldest one, right?
Yep.
Destroying their entire ideology around black men, destroying everything they had to say about us and exposing it for the lies that it was. They immediately, like I said, ran to everybody saying that they were being bashed, they were being attacked, it's misogyny, all of this. And you want to know what came out of that? Countless people coming out of the woodwork in order to defend black women.
Well, I don't think that they're killing it. I think everybody that's coming to it, they're putting their own spin on it. But they also they like to talk shit to niggas who have heard the insults that they using before. I don't think it's a bad thing that people are repeating his talking points. Everybody can put their own spin on it. Remixing is not a bad thing. Because I mean, if we're gonna be honest, his version got him canceled on all the platforms that he made the most money off of. So I think if you would ask Tommy and he could go back in time, he would definitely stop the line before cancellation. He would still tow it. He would still push his message, but the line that gets him canceled, because he made his most money on YouTube and a lot of other platforms that he doesn't have access to anymore. And it bothers him that he has to watch a whole bunch of people repeat the shit that he said 15 years ago and get monetized for it. It bothers him. It bothers him that people take the shit that he said 10, 15 years ago and they get to put it on YouTube and make money off of it, but he can't be on there no more. Like, so y'all ban me, but y'all allow people to upload my shit. How come y'all don't just take those videos down? I'm not saying you need to ban them, but if I'm not allowed on YouTube, why in the fuck are y'all allowing my videos to be on YouTube?
He doesn't get the credit he deserves. And that's another thing Tommy hates. No one gives him his flowers for what he started. He started this whole thing.
I can agree, because again, I'm from the Thomas Sotomayor tree, but I've never considered myself to be a manosphere nigga, because again, most of them niggas is complaining about bitches they ain't never had. I don't brag about having 4 baby mamas, but like me having women ain't an issue. Them niggas is complaining about having bitches. So that wasn't an issue for me. And so I've never been like a part of the ministry. Like that shit don't, it don't. The whole women being on your program and all that shit resonated with me because that's the shit I was living anyway. But all the other shit these niggas was talking about, like, you niggas had to get on the internet to get pussy. That is my only reason of bringing up that I have 4 kids by 4 women, because niggas be like, you got on the internet for pussy. And I tell people all the time, what I did wasn't cool. And I tell my kids that I fucked up doing that, and I preach to my boys not to do that. So, but that's the one thing that them niggas, they crying about not getting pussy. Like, I didn't have to get fame to get no pussy. I was getting pussy as a regular ass nigga. I'm still a regular ass nigga.
From words. Say that again. It's not like I'm out here doing anything to any black women. I was on the internet speaking words. That's it. Words. And you had these countless individuals coming out of the woodwork to defend black women from words. You had people writing hit pieces. You had people trying to petition.
I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back a few seconds to what he just said.
And you had these countless individuals coming out of the woodwork to defend black women from words.
Sir, you're coming out and defending Anton Daniels from words that he said about his daughter. I mean, yeah, you're defending Anton Daniels against Corey Holcomb because of what Corey Holcomb said about his daughter. It was just words. It was pictures, but it was pictures that she already had publicly online. So if she thought the pictures were that bad, he wouldn't have been able to publicly find the pictures. Unless Anton Daniels sent him that picture, it had to be public. So she wasn't embarrassed of the picture that he actually talked about because it was posted somewhere public. Unless we're going to say all of this shit is a play and Anton sent him the photo for him to talk about his wife and his daughter. And Anton then told y'all he about the business that he will leverage anything for fame. I contend this whole lawsuit is a fucking publicity stunt anyway, because there's no such thing as bad publicity. And Anton then told you he willing to sacrifice or leverage anything for the fame. So unless Anton personally sent that picture to them, it was something public, and y'all said that all the other shit don't matter. She's a public figure. She's an athlete. She's been on his platform several times. His wife has been on the platform several times. They're fair game. And then on the shirts, they were monkeys. They weren't the goddamn kids. That wasn't them. That was monkeys. As I said on the show the other day, motherfuckers are just sensitive as hell. In the day and times we're in now, in the internet era, motherfuckers are sensitive. We weren't this sensitive before the internet, before AOL and dial-up and Black Planet and all that shit. We weren't this goddamn sensitive. That's why I was like, why you niggas acting shocked that motherfuckers is talking about people's family and shit? And like, we grew up in an era where you was arguing with a nigga and somebody that say your mama, your daddy, your sister, your AT. Like, what the fuck? Your retarded ass brother. All these comedians made jokes about retarded kids. Now retarded, but who's a minor? They made jokes about retarded kids and you niggas laughed at it. Now all of a sudden in 2026, it's wrong.
Hell, I remember when Jason,
you laughed at 20 years ago when you were fucking 20 years old, it's, oh, man, hell no. Why? What you say, Gabe?
They made fun of Jason Kidd's son when he was a little boy because he had a big head. I remember that happened back in the day.
Ain't folks and talked about everybody, kid. These folks on her, these people talk about Krishan Rothschild every day. These folks talk about all Jay-Z's kids. So, but like grown people talk about kids all the goddamn time, and these niggas ain't outraged and doing a whole bunch of lives and covering that shit.
You had people writing hit pieces. You had people trying to petition the government to make all of the men in these spaces a hate group. All of these foolish things. So when you experience that, when you're a veteran of these spaces, whether you call it podcast bros, manosphere, whatever you want to call it, when you're a veteran of these spaces and you went to war in a war of words and was called every name under the sun simply because you had words for Black women, people trying to label you a hate group, people trying to get you on government lists because of words directed at Black women.
Again, this is the same nigga that dissed me. Now, I didn't diss him. I simply said manhood is subjective, and this nigga dissed me, but he's playing victim about what he had to go through talking about Black women. I ain't even talk about him. I just said manhood is subjective, and I got this. Do y'all hear me complaining about that shit, or do y'all hear me saying, well, I was trolling a nigga anyway, and I'm a clout chasing motherfucker. He got 858,000 something subscribers. I'm clout chasing. Am I complaining, or am I being upfront with y'all saying I'm only doing this because the nigga got 858,000 subscribers? I don't give a fuck about him dissing me. He dissed me on the goddamn show the other day, and I didn't say shit. It is what the fuck it is. That's why I was telling the mixed Jesus nigga, why do you care? He's saying I'm a coward too, because I said I'm gonna call the police. I don't give a fuck what this light-skinned ass nigga saying, because what he's literally talking. He can tell us he broke up fights and did all of that, but there's no proof of it. We just got to take this nigga word. So I don't give a fuck what he talking about. But I'm dead serious when I say I'm going to call the police, because I've seen too many situations go bad where the good Samaritan trying to break up some shit end up getting killed.
Yep.
I got motherfucking family to go back home to. So why it sounds good for the internet to say, I'm a man's man and I'm going to go stop some shit because I'm a man's man and I ain't got nothing to fear. Well, you don't give a fuck about your family. Ain't the number one rule of manhood is protect the family? How you protected the family hopping in somebody else's business and losing your life? That's why manhood is subjective, sir.
I'm trying to figure out how all of a sudden Anton's wife, who is a Black woman, Anton's daughter, who is a young Black.
Fuck them hoes. Casualties of war, nigga. Again, in war and fights, ain't no rules. Y'all can say women and kids are off limits, but guess what? A nigga that don't give a fuck knows that you have a soft spot for women and children, so they go for them. I'm just saying. That's why manhood is subjective, sir. Because what you say ain't manhood, some other niggas that say that's gangster, and they did what the fuck they had to do to win the war. They kidnapped your mama. They kidnapped your daughters. They kidnapped your sisters. While other niggas say they off limits. Well, nah, that's your weak spot. I can get the bitches in your family because that's your soft spot right there. That's why you're not supposed to show weakness, sir, towards anybody. You know this though. You ain't that in your book? You ain't supposed to show weakness. But I need to buy your book though. I have to tell you a grown ass man who done had his kids and shit put up on the internet that everybody don't fight the same. Like you have personal experience that everybody don't fight the same. I'm sure the people you were talking about that put your family up, you didn't put their family up, but they did you. So that should let you know everybody don't fight the same. So if you want to protect your family, leave motherfuckers alone. Or you have to ignore it and tell your family, look, this is the job. This is what comes with it. I need y'all to ignore anything that y'all may hear or see on the internet. You have to warn your family about this shit if you care about them. Otherwise, stay the fuck off the internet. Ain't nobody gonna bother you if you a librarian, a garbage man, a chef, or whatever the fuck. Ain't nobody gonna bother you if you a lawyer. They won't know about your goddamn family. But when you come on here being a public figure and you say the shit that you say, somebody is going to be despicable and do what you wouldn't do. Niggas know this shit, though. He said he came on the internet in 2015. Why the fuck he don't know this? I came on the internet in 2020. Content-wise, I was on the internet 2018 typing in chats and shit, but content-wise, I came on the internet 2020. Why the fuck he don't know this? He came in like 3 years before me, 3 to 5 years before me.
Black woman. Why is it all of a sudden y'all don't want to defend black women?
Fuck them hoes. As I said on the show the other night, I only defend the black women that I know. If I don't know these black women, I'm not defending them because I don't know what their character is. I don't know if they were wrong in the situation where niggas say they may need defending. So unless it's the ones that I know, I ain't defending it. Even the ones that I know, I have to ask questions before I just blindly defend.
By the way, did you want to hear the chapters of his book? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, did you Google it?
No, yeah, I have it right here in front of me. But
you got a screen share it? You want to screen share it?
I can do that. I can hold on. I can pull it up.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Maybe my eyes will look a little different. It don't. I gotta. It don't look right. It gotta be in the dark. Somebody gotta have a flashlight on me. It look like brr. I look like Gucci Mane.
Hold on a second here.
Can't dictate how anyone handled this. That's what I was saying, Jay Williams. He was like, "That's wrong. It got to be rules." I'm like, "That's what you say," but niggas who have that mindset, they typically lose to the nigga that don't have rules. Hence why, like the supervillain used to always prevail against the hero in the comic book because the supervillain was willing to do what the superhero wasn't. And that's real life. That's what I'm saying. We know in real life the shit that they saying don't make sense because we know it's people that don't give a fuck. But for some reason, they don't want to factor in that it's people that don't give a fuck. Okay, let me add Gabe to the stage. This the Angry Man book, y'all.
Yes, this is the table of contents. We got.
Can you zoom in? I got you on. I got it on the solo. Can you zoom in?
I think so.
What is the name of this book? See, Angry Man, we promoting your book and everything, nigga.
Let's see. It is called
You light-skinned motherfucker.
The Angry Man Standard: Traditional Relationship Solutions for Modern.
Pause right there. Where I'm from, it's not manly to be angry, sir. It's not manly to be angry, man. Like men control their emotions. Go ahead.
All right, and then table of contents here. Well, he has a foreword. Let's see. Chapter 1: Understanding the female nature. Chapter 2, the vetting process. Chapter 3, the agreement.
Wait, his book is about getting hoes.
Yeah.
So I was correct when I told him, nigga, I don't need your book. I got 4 baby mamas and 2 girlfriends. I don't need your goddamn book. So I was correct in saying it.
Pretty much.
Okay, cool.
According to the table,
I don't need your book to get no women, sir. That getting women is the least of my goddamn problems. I could do that shit with my eyes closed.
Some people just got it like that. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I ain't even cute. I'm an ugly ass nigga. I'm just funny. I have the gift of gab when it comes to getting pussy. Other than that, I'm shy. I can talk a bitch out of her panties. That's about it.
My dad
I'm an ugly ass nigga. I don't need, nigga, I'm ugly. I ain't light skinned or nothing. I don't need your goddamn book.
You can write your own book.
Right.
Okay. Chapter 4. Standard number 1. Do not date single mothers. That's like Tommy's rule number 1, really.
All them manosphere niggas say don't date single mamas, but all them done dated single mamas and will. The fuck? All them niggas said that shit, and most of all the niggas that say that is married to a goddamn single mama or dating one. It's so many of them niggas that have said that recently that we done pop. Donovan Sharp popped up with one. That nigga No Fugazi nigga said the shit. The fresh and fit niggas. All these niggas say this shit, and then they end up fucking a single mama.
But there's always a reason. No, this one's different. They're all the same, man.
Yeah, she said she ain't had no baby mama drama, G.
Where was I? Okay. Standard number 2, position of power. Chapter 6, standard number 3, non-state sanctionized marriage, whatever that means. Chapter 7, standard number 4, the reward punishment system. And then chapter 8, standard number 5, absolute critocracy.
Yes, I don't need his book at all. I know all that shit in the book, so I don't need his opinion on manhood and what to avoid. Because my life experiences have showed me what the fuck to avoid. But please give us an excerpt if you don't mind. You can
it does show the first page. Oops.
See, Angry Man, over here, we promote the niggas that we dissing. But I'm only dissing you because you dissed me first. And there's going to be a part 2 because I'm not going to finish this shit. This shit is too long. And my 3 double shots in my and my mimosa my bottle of mimosa is kicking in. So I'm going to be gone like shit. Maybe in 50, I may go 50 more minutes, but at the least, I got 20 more good minutes in me before I just lose my shit. And I'm not gonna lose my shit though. I control the liquor. I don't let the liquor control me.
Attaboy. All right, I'm gonna skip the quote part, but
no, you can read it. You can read it, sir. We got a part 2. I'm gonna come live tomorrow in the morning and finish what we don't. So you can go ahead and promote his book. Because again, I'm a fan. I'm just clout chasing.
I'll do the 1-page audible. They tremble when we are in danger and weep when we die. But the tears are not for us, but for a father wasted, a son's breeding thrown away.
His white mama wrote this.
They accuse us of treating them as mere means to our pleasure. But how can so feeble and transit of folly as a man's selfish pleasure enslave a woman as the whole purpose of nature embodied in a woman can enslave a man?
Now I'm willing to bet. I don't know how many copies of his book he done sold, but I'm willing to bet I made more money off my CDs than he did off his goddamn book. And he got 858,000 motherfucking subscribers.
Could be. No. First and foremost, we must understand female nature and, more specifically, what drives female nature.
Hold on, let me stop you, Gabe. I hadn't begged all night. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the Super Chat,
Buy
join
an
the
album.
membership. What you ain't even let me get out by membership.
Yeah.
We're gonna run it back. Gabe is a little rusty. His timing is off, so we're gonna do it again. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the Super Chat, join the membership, and
buy an album.
There we go. Buy an album.
I still got it. Now where were we? Ooh, I don't know that one. Hypergamy. Cole. I know this word.
Okay, did you find the reviews for the book? Are you on Amazon?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, okay. When you get through reading, we gotta see the reviews because Jay is informing us. Jay is telling. I ain't got no problem with informants. Informants are needed. Jay said it's only 34 reviews, and the book been out 3 years, so he got 34 reviews in 3 years. So Jay is saying he suspected only them 34 people have bought the book. I sold more albums than that. I'm just saying, I sold more singles than that.
The book's a little
I
pricey.
need to buy his book though.
You know, for a paperback, it's $25. How many pages is it? Let's see. It doesn't say. Or does it? Oh, 134 pages. 25.
That's because he double spaced.
I guess.
It's only that many pages because he double spaced it. He probably got 50 words per page. He got bold font.
Well, he does use some pretty big words, especially in this one paragraph here. Let me go back to that. So
again, Angry Man, this is all YouTube. You diss me first. Hopefully you not a sensitive ass light-skinned nigga and you understand these as jokes because you disrespected me first. I simply said manhood is subjective. You decided to be unmanly and insult me. You did what these black bitches do, sir. I'm seriously. You talk about what these black women do, and I simply said manhood is subjective, and you went in on me. I'm glad you did, though, because it's giving me content. I'm going to get at least 2 videos out of this. So I ain't mad at you at all, but just don't be sensitive. Somebody going to tell you about this shit if you're not nosy enough to watch. I think you one of them nosy niggas and you type your name in the search bar every day to see who talk about you. That's a flaw I find in Tommy as well. Even though this the OG, I think that's a flaw that you feel the need to type your name in to see who talking bad about you. Because if somebody's talking good about you, you're not going to highlight them. You're just going to go in on the people that are talking bad about you. So I find that as a flaw.
Yeah, I do that once in a while too.
If you're talking about me good or bad, I did my goddamn job.
You're just looking for, your own trouble. All right. Hypergamy, colloquially, there we go. Thank you. Colloquially referred to as marrying up is a term used in social science that refers to the practice of a woman marrying a man of higher caste or social status.
Yeah, how many pages did you say this book was? 134?
Yep.
Well, 20 of it is the intro, so it's 114 pages.
Hypergamy typically refers to the inverse occurring, marrying a man of lower social class.
Like, did he dedicate the book to his white mama?
I don't know. There is a acknowledgement and a forward.
I'm sorry, mama. I bet he ain't mentioned his dad in that book nowhere. But he assumed shit about me. I'm assuming too, Angry Man. I'm pleading ignorance in this situation, but I'm just gonna assume you didn't mention your dad in this book.
Oh, here's a random page you pulled up. Never be a nice guy, but don't look at yourself as the bad boy either. You're simply adjusting your approach to dating by considering her female nature and her tendency to get turned off by guys who make things too easy for her.
Man, that was so white. What that was white as hell.
Guys who put her on a pedestal and chase her instead of letting her chase him. When I finally learned this cold truth of female nature at the age of 14, it felt like a bitter realization, almost like getting a hard
What
dose
did
of
the
reality.
Duncan Pender Hughes? And then he lying. Nigga, you didn't figure that shit out at 14.
Shit, I didn't get to figure that shit out till I was 27. You went from high school straight to the pros. But now I've completely accepted instead of harboring resentment. Really? Harboring resentment. Okay. The truth is, you can never change female nature, and you can never truly control it. Female nature is like fire. You can harness its power. You can use it to keep warm and cook your meals. It can bring you pleasure and help you build. But the old saying goes, play with fire and you'll get burned. Even worse, in some cases, you might get killed. Hell hath no fury, gentlemen. That's kind of a shitty analogy.
Classic, work that body, work that body.
Now let's see the reviews here.
Duncan Pender Hughes. That we're gonna read the reviews.
Well, they're all 5-star, 4-star. There's one, I think one was a 1-star. Let's see. Get it. Angry Man is a solid dude. This book is absolute gem, man. No cap. Every man, woman that desires to have a smooth relationship or want to know how to avoid getting into problems before committing to a person, this book is a must-have on the shelf.
That's him. So this man needed another man to tell him how to talk to women. That's why I don't need your book, sir. That's why I said, I don't know who the fuck you thought I was when you said that, but I ain't one of these lame, no pussy getting ass niggas. You can't throw. I don't need your book for no pussy. I need your book if you gonna tell me how to get 858,000 some subs. But if that ain't what you telling me how to do, I don't need you. Well, you might can give if you could. You probably can give me a good cigar to smoke because you're a cigar connoisseur. I give you that too. You might be able to tell me who to go to get a halogen MoneyBoy tray light. But other than that, I don't need you to tell me how to get hoes, sir. I don't. I ain't one of these lame incel ass niggas.
In the world where the truth is treated as taboo, the Angry Man Standard thoroughly explains how to build relationships that exemplify and promote loyalty and long-term success. These are seems very planned out. It doesn't seem like his average viewer.
You know what I want to ask him to all of this? Who hurt you, nigga? Who hurt you to where you had to write a book? I don't got that shit, nigga. I moved on with some new pussy. I ain't never felt like I needed to write a book to express my hurt, because that's not manhood to me. That's why manhood is subjective. Your version of manhood is to write a book because a bitch broke your heart and you found out at 14 hoes wasn't shit and you wrote a book.
The Angry Man Standard is a great... Wait, did I already sing this one? No. The Angry Man Standard is a great source of modern / old school standards blended for clarity in today's chaotic dating environment. It's a quick and illuminating read that echoes Machiavellian takes on realism, worth the time associated to get a small glimpse into the world, a small glimpse into the wisdom of Angry Man.
This is white side that wrote this. This ain't his black side. His white side wrote this.
Very canned responses.
I'm supposed to take dating advice from this off-white ass nigga.
These all sound like forwards and prefaces to books. The book had me engaged from the very first sentence to the last breathtaking quote. Jesus Christ. Probably one of, if not the most important book of my generation.
These niggas still ain't getting no pussy. Everybody that wrote a comment on this ain't getting no pussy.
Oh, their English is pretty good. I mean,
their English is good because they don't get no pussy.
I'm saying I don't think these
you had to buy a book to learn how to talk to women, man. What the fuck? Like, what kind of weird shit? That's why it's only 34 reviews, because only 34 ain't getting pussy ass niggas decided to read the book to get some pussy, and they still ain't fucked.
I thought the game was to be told, not be sold.
No. The game is to be sold, not told, sir. It's to be sold, not told. We sell all the knowledge. We don't give it away for free.
Okay. I screwed it up.
KKC, either tomorrow morning or tomorrow. I'm probably gonna be on Angry Man tomorrow morning. So tomorrow night, I plan on reviewing the Lene and You Court series. I plan on doing it.
Oh, here we go.
I
Here's like
already
a
got the video fast forward and everything. But this nigga dissed me last night because I was trolling, and I have to respond because that's the manly thing to do in my subjective opinion. In some people's opinion, it's like ignore it. The manly thing to do would be to ignore it. But in my subjective opinion, I got to respond because he got 858,000 subscribers. Well, let me make sure I'm correct on this. Let me tell y'all exactly how many subscribers Angry Man got. And again, I ain't even mad at Angry Man. I'm just cloud chasing. I wasn't bothered by that shit this nigga said. I don't give two fucks. That's why I was shocked when the nigga who needed a speech therapist, like, he cared about his image. I'm like, what? Nigga, I'm transparent. But I always point out, I'm not like, I'm not, because everybody be like, why I gotta lie? Why I gotta lie? I actually was honest with y'all tonight and said, I didn't lie to y'all talking about I voted for Trump. I have never voted for president in my life. But for YouTube, I was a Trump supporter because that's what was popular. I don't deny this shit. I don't pretend. And like, what the fuck? I'm transparent when it comes to YouTube. Okay, he got 825,000 subscribers. My bad. I said he got 858. That's still almost 1 million. That was enough for me. But yeah, I point out everybody lies, including me. And I pointed out a lie. I didn't have to tell y'all that I've lied about saying I voted for Trump. I didn't have to, but because I always say everybody's a liar and I'm not exempt, I gave y'all a lie that I done told. Like, dude, I don't like these, but I care about my image though.
Well, we have one bad review. It says this from a Kindle customer. That's all it says, Kindle customer.
Hold on. What'd you say, Gabe? Hold on, let me pause it.
I'm reading
the comment. What'd you say?
I was reading the one bad review. It's from a Kindle customer, and it says, overpriced and underwhelming. There are some half-decent perspectives, but nothing new.
That was his baby mama.
Basically, regurgitation from several old online podcasters. Basically saying, you know, the Kevin Samuels, the Tommies.
Yeah, well, now that I heard that was Tommy. Tommy left that review. I'm gonna just start some shit.
Jesus, Trey.
It's you too. Tommy left that review. Fuck it.
Getting Tommy in this shit.
Even if Tommy left the review, it's his right to leave the review. It was overwhelming. He ain't deliver shit. And Tommy said this shit 15 years ago. It is what it is.
That's basically, I mean, the rest of it is just they're decent reviews.
Tommy, you still owe me an apology, G. I'm Soto gang, but you owe me an apology, bro. You was loud and wrong. And I showed you was loud and wrong, and you just didn't say nothing back. You owe me an apology, G. I still fuck with you. I ain't got nothing bad to say about you, but you owe me an apology. But just between you and me, you know you owe me an apology because you hit me up out the blue saying that shit. And then I proved you wrong, and you didn't say my bad or nothing. Because I had an explanation for why I did what the fuck I did, and I showed receipts, and you just didn't say nothing back. So, yeah, you owe me an apology. But again, I ain't got nothing bad to say about you. You still the OG. I fuck with you the long way, all that. But you owe me an apology, shit. That's all I'm saying.
Did not know. Interesting.
You said what, Gabe?
Not know that. I did not know that.
Nobody knows. That's the thing. It's nobody knows because it ain't nothing to run out and tell nobody. That's what happens when you fuck with people. You just deal with some shit. But see, I know Angry Man, he do shows with, it's a couple people that may watch this, including Angry Man, that be talking to Tommy on a regular because they on podcasts and shit with him, and they may send him the clip and be like, they said you owe an apology.
Oh, okay, it's shot in the dark. Well, Tommy?
Huh?
I've always given Tommy his credit. I do say they don't leave. I got that from Tommy. They don't leave. But anyhow, that's all I got. That's it for the reviews and all that shit. So I don't know, wherever you want to take the ship.
Oh, that's all you got on the reviews?
That's all there is, yeah.
Y'all can't even hear what the fuck he's been talking for about 5 minutes and he ain't even been on the screen. Hold on. Son of a bitch. Cause he been talking for at least 5 minutes. The liquor done kicked in. The liquor in the weed. Pass me the drink. I need some weed in my Hennessy.
When you're a veteran of these spaces, whether you call it podcast bros, manosphere, whatever you want to call it, when you're a veteran of these spaces and you went to war in a war of words and was called every name under the sun simply because you had words for black women, people trying to label you a hate group, people trying to get you on government lists.
Gabe, can I get a boo-hoo one time?
Sure. Boo-hoo, Angry Man. Boo-hoo.
Angry Man, I've been through that same shit. And it wasn't because I was talking about black women in general. It was because I was talking about specific black women that was fucking with me. So, excuse me if I don't give a fuck about your plight, nigga. Hoes and fake relationships with me and tried to put restraining orders on me. Folk that made these FBI internet crime shits on me, like that hoes and lied and said I raped them and shit. Pardon me, and I didn't complain about none of that shit. So pardon me if I don't give a fuck about you crying. That's not manhood shit to me. Men don't cry. We deal with it and move the fuck on. Why is you crying giving your backstory?
Because of words directed at black women. I'm trying to figure out how all of a sudden Anton's wife, who is a black woman, Anton's daughter, who is a young black woman.
She's black?
Why is it all of a sudden y'all don't want to defend black women?
That's disingenuous. Nigga, you was on a panel where and Eyes was defending Anton, Leslie, and the wife. So she was defending black women. It was other people in the chat defending black women. So it's disingenuous for you to say nobody's defending black women. Just because it's not the clip that you think it should be doesn't mean nobody is on their side. That being disingenuous ain't manly at all. That's not manhood. Men are always honest with their assessments. They don't have to be disingenuous to sway an audience. That's not manly. Subjective. Tell me you disagree, because if you disagree with my version of manhood, you're proving my point that it's subjective. So tell me you disagree with my version of manhood.
And before you say, oh, come on, Angry Man, Corey was just using words. That's all any of
They were just words.
us been using. That's all any of us have been using is words.
So you're trying to conflate people attacking you for generalizing all black women, the majority of your YouTube career, to Corey Holcomb doing a show and a half about Anton Daniels' daughter and wife who happen to be black women. You're really trying to conflate 1.5 shows to your career on YouTube.
I'd like to know who wrote these hit pieces on him and did all these things to him. Like when I'm sure
I
they're.
don't know, but we both in, like the other day when we were having the show and we were talking about this, I pointed out I don't know why these niggas is shocked because motherfuckers have done shit to my kid and all that. And he asked, what did you do or how did you feel? And I was like, I was mad the first time that it happened, but after the first time, nigga, I just ignored it. I stopped watching the people that were saying this shit about my daughter. That's literally all you can do unless you're going to go the Anton Daniels route. Now, when he said it happened to him, he didn't say he went the Anton Daniels route and sued. He said he went the hood nigga street route way, which he criticizes all the time and talks about our culture and why it's trash. But when it benefited him to seem tough, he claimed the same culture that he disses every day.
He silenced people.
And again, I don't talk about my upbringing or nothing except I've done 2 podcasts and you hear it in my music. Other than that, I don't talk about this shit. Y'all don't hear me trying to be tough saying I'm gonna kick a nigga ass and all of that shit. Motherfuckers ask me to pull up. I don't offer that shit. I let them be the ignorant motherfuckers and offer that shit. I don't feel the need to get street cred from niggas on YouTube that don't know me. The people in my city know what the fuck it is and what it's about. So I don't feel the need to be on YouTube popping for niggas that's in 49 other states that I'll never see.
Including some of my cohorts that are banned. They're not even allowed to be here for words.
Also, men wouldn't say shit like, what Cora did violates YouTube terms of policy. He shouldn't be on there. See, a nigga like me understand the virtual signaling that you were doing, telling people to go flag that video. To me personally, I ain't give a fuck because that ain't none of my business. But since you challenged my definition of manhood, my definition of manhood wouldn't be telling other motherfuckers to go flag Cora Holcomb because he put a picture up talking about it's past YouTube's current terms and conditions. So you was snitching. You was snitching. So you snitched, but then you, like that's what I'm saying. You pretty much you did what Gucci did in his diss on the Pooh Shiesty Crash dummy. He breaking the terms and violations, y'all. He ain't even supposed to be on YouTube because of the way he did. That's what your light-skinned ass said, Duncan Pender Hughes. You said that shit, not me. See, in my manhood, I just shut the fuck up and listen to you. But since you questioned my manhood when I said it was subjective, now I got to point out all the hoe-ass shit that you do that I think ain't manly to me, which proves my point that manhood is subjective.
Just been the theme all night.
Because you don't know me, I know you. So I've been able to look at a lot of shit that you've done and say it's whole ass shit. You don't have anything other than the one, you got 2 videos on Cellulite Podcast that I was on with you, plus this response here. You have nothing else to reference. You're going to have to go through like 3,000 videos to get a grasp for who the fuck I am. And when you get through looking through all them goddamn videos, you're going to say, well, the nigga is consistent. So like you tried to get me on Cellulite Podcast, I'm like, bro, I've been up here 5 hours. The same thing I said in the first 7 minutes when I was on that motherfucker, I'm saying now. And if I change my mind on some shit, it's because I got information that I didn't know at first. So when I first said she not a public figure, I didn't know that this nigga put in the lawsuit that she was a world-renowned taekwondoist and all this other shit. I didn't know that she had a social media. I didn't know she had been on his goddamn podcast with his wife several times. So once I found that out during the show, she definitely a public figure. That's why when motherfuckers ask me, are high school students, high school athletes and middle school athletes public figures? Absolutely, because colleges are coming to them, offering them full ride scholarships in the 7th grade. They ain't gonna be in college for at least 6 years, and they giving them a fucking scholarship offer 5 years early. So yes, they're public figures. Because guess what? If they sign the deal, it's going to be national news. X, Y, and Z in the 7th grade signed a scholarship with Duke. Which is why I brought that up. But as you say, you can't talk to niggas or have niggas because they just want to have YouTube moments. They're not trying to have a real conversation. They're trying to have hot takes. If some nigga told me on the show, that's a bad take. Nigga, I'm not doing this shit for takes. This what the fuck I feel, nigga. That's not a take. And my opinion ain't bad. Nigga, you just don't agree with it. The internet era is crazy. I understand it, but these niggas take this shit too seriously.
We're not domesticated yet on the internet.
Right? Not even allowed to be here for words. These women were defended tooth and nail over words, but for some reason, some odd reason,
thank you for the $5 cash app that said enjoying the entertainment.
We appreciate $1, but we would rather have 10. We appreciate $20, but we would rather have 50. We appreciate $50, but we would rather have 100. We appreciate $100, but we would rather have 200. Thank you, Sister Avanti, $10 coming on the Cash App. Thank you, sister. Next time, make it 20, but thank you for that 10. I know you barely had that. Thank you, sister.
Oh, it was a personalized thing, too. I was trying to hit the journey. It said, view personalized. I'm trying to look at your profile picture now because I'm a thought. I'm a thought, so I'm trying to look at your profile picture. Just cash out. Okay, I see. Women with glasses are freaky. I see you. Okay, then. I'm glad you're enjoying the entertainment. Thank you for the cash out.
Anton's wife and his daughter is excluded from that. Well, let's go over the list because we know how the community operates. So let's.
They're not excluded from it, sir. Just like there's people on your side that agree that Corey is wrong, there are also people. I'm not agreeing that, I say Corey was wrong. He was despicable. Despite the shit that I've done, I'm saying it's despicable. But I also say Corey has the right to fight back how he wants to. Now, the way he fought back has him in legal trouble, but that's his choice and right to make. He has the right to call this man's wife ugly. He has the right to call his kid ugly and all that. We're not gonna sit here and act like Anton Daniels has never talked about black children in general. We're not gonna act like Anton Daniels ain't talked about single moms in general and their kids. So like, fuck his wife. His wife and daughter are not protected when he talks generally about black people. What the fuck? Just like my daughter is not protected because I talk about black women in fucking general and black people. My daughter ain't fucking protected. Somebody can bring her up. Hell, people do it all the time. People talk shit about me all the time saying, you got a daughter and you be saying this shit about women. Okay, that's their right. I can't get mad at them. That's their right. I just point out, well, I talk about black women like that so my daughter won't grow up to be one of them bitches that I talk about. And if my daughter grows up to be one of them bitches that I talk about, you know what? She's going to be part of my content. She ain't exempt. She gonna be part of y'all niggas' content. Y'all are gonna throw it in my goddamn face if my daughter becomes what I talk about. So why the fuck wouldn't I do it if y'all are going to do it? I don't agree with the behavior that she's doing, so why wouldn't I be the first one to call it out? Because y'all are definitely gonna do it.
Let's go over the list. What could possibly be the reason that y'all would feel that they don't deserve the same protection as all of the other black women that came before them that had to be protected from words? Let's see what it is. Well, maybe they're racially ambiguous. Maybe they're light, bright, and damn near white. Maybe they look like they could be something else. No, that's not it. No, that's not it. Anton's wife is a chocolate black woman. Anton's daughter is a chocolate young black woman. So we know that's not it. Well, shit, what could it be?
Hey, man, you the only light-skinned nigga in this situation. It's giving colonizer vibes to me. Why is your half-breed ass joining in on niggas' business? Like, this is all dark-skinned nigga. Corey dark-skinned, Anton dark-skinned, dark-skinned, E-Black dark-skinned. The daughter, like, why is you in this shit? Stay your light-skinned ass out of black people business, bro. That's all I'm saying. In case you didn't know, I do this YouTube shit, sir. I don't think you knew that. I don't think you knew that because I act differently on other people's panels than I do on mine, but I do this YouTube shit. I understand the business. I don't take it personal or none of this shit. This is YouTube for me. So, yeah. Nice to meet you, Angry Man. If you didn't know, I'm Trey, a.k.a. MoneyBoy Trey, a.k.a. The Pity Goat. I got several names.
What could it be? Now, in my experience, black women always were ostracized and excluded from the protection of the community.
Let me do this one more time for Angry Man.
Well, my man MoneyBoy Trey in the building. He said, hit that like or we gonna fight. Make sure you check him out on YouTube.
And also to let you know, it's not personal. It's all about this.
Check out the content. This is content. Bruv. We got content.
The moment you acknowledge me in a room full of 800 people and you diss me like 4 or 5 times, we had content, sir. I do this. I'm a YouTuber. This is what the fuck I do. So when I was trolling you and I got your attention to where you dissed me like 4 or 5 times, at that point I said, we got content. That's what I do.
Whenever they broke some rule in the unspoken Negro contract. So let me try to see. Let me think. Who's a woman that I know? Let's see. Oh, I know there's one. Let's see. There's Crimson Cure. Now she's a chocolate black woman, but
okay, I see you got on I think, well, you got on a pinky ring. I can't tell if the other one is a pinky ring, but I do know. Okay, is you got a fair? Oh, is that the wedding? No, that's not the wedding finger. That's the one next time. But just because you got on your 2 rings next time, I'm gonna put them on. And because you got on your Cartman from South Park glasses, I'm gonna put on my Cartman from South Park glasses. I'm gonna put on 2 pinky rings. So I'm gonna match your energy, light skinned brethren. We YouTube brothers. I got a black woman, you got a white mama, but we still the same as content. Biracial ass nigga.
Oh, I know there's one. Let's see. There's Crimson Cure.
You felt Drake when he said, I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dark skinned nigga. You felt that verse, didn't it? It don't apply.
Now she's a chocolate black woman, but you know, she doesn't get the protection of the community because she had the nerve to critique black women.
Man, a light skinned nigga using the colorism card is not manly where I'm from, sir. It's not manly at all. Like we don't use we don't use the colorism card to prove our point as men. Men don't. That's something sassy men would do. That's something Saucy Santana and shit would get into. Not no heterosexual man like yourself that smokes cigars and is angry and got man in your name instead of boy. You're not supposed to care about shit like that with man in your name. Well, I'm not gonna even point out that you stole Angry Man from Martin, nigga. That their name ain't even fucking original. You stole it from Martin. The only angry man we know is from Martin, when angry man looked at Martin and said, "Man, sit your dumb ass down." That's the only angry man we know. An angry man from Martin was a dark-skinned nigga.
Yep.
I digress.
Okay. And that's, you can't break.
Goddamn colonizer, you done came and stole Martin's name and colonized it for yourself with your, was that the black side of you that took angry man name or the white side of you? I just for the listening audience, which side of you took the angry man name? Was it the white mama colonizer side or the Don Lemon daddy side? If you shaved your beard, nigga, you would look like Don Lemon. I think you got.
Break that rule. That's one of the unspoken rules in the Negro contract. You can't break that rule. You're not allowed to critique black women.
You insulted me first, sir. You insulted me first. I just said manhood is subjective. And we ain't even got to that part, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all is like, why in the fuck is Trey fucking with this nigga like this? We ain't got to that part yet. We're not going to get to it tonight. It's going to be in the morning, but we going to get to it. But if y'all wondering why the fuck I'm going in on this nigga, y'all gonna hear it in the morning. Because he dissed me for saying manhood is subjective. Him and his punk ass out. Well, the audience didn't disagree with me too much. It was just one hoe ass nigga that said, that's what liberals say because they want X, Y, and Z. And fuck you and your politics, nigga.
But on the bright side of that,
I ain't a liberal, nor am I conservative. I don't participate in y'all fucking nationwide politics. On the local level, yes. But as far as coming to voting for the president, the electoral college decides that shit. My vote don't count. I learned that in high school. So I don't vote for the fucking president because it doesn't matter what I say. The electoral college can do what the fuck they want to do. They're supposed to go with the majority, but they're humans, so they can do what the fuck they want to do. And I understood that as a teen in middle school.
At 14.
The same age he realized women wasn't shit, I realized, well, we don't control the goddamn president. We don't. The electoral college does that. So yeah, we don't, it doesn't matter.
Circumstances whatsoever, which is what's making this even more confusing because that's exactly what Corey Holcomb did. He sat there on his show and he critiqued two black women. So I'm trying to think, what could it possibly be? What could it possibly be that would make the community exclude these?
Again, I don't know if I'm comfortable with a mixed breed nigga discussing black people business. Like y'all do know that we always get co-opted by a mixed breed motherfucker. We always let a half breed in talking about they black. They half white. How you just gonna dismiss they other half talking about y'all just gonna dismiss the 50% colonizer in them? And that's why all our shit get co-opted because we too fucking nice. So we got a half-breed nigga sitting here talking about black issues and we just supposed to listen to this shit. Again, Angry Man, this is just YouTube because you dissed me first. I'm dissing you because you dissed me first. And I don't know shit about you just like you don't know shit about me. But my first observation of you is you as a half-breed, light-skinned ass nigga. Your mama is probably white. And I had to listen to you talk about black issues. Nigga, you know different than Rachel Dolezal, and you know different than Sean King to me. You're cosplaying.
Damn.
Obviously black women. See, I thought about it. I thought about it yesterday, and I thought about it today. You see, I often talk about the unspoken rules, the unspoken law, the unspoken.
Nigga, you so white, you don't use dark mode on none of your social media apps. You
Negro
just
contract,
white.
but contracts get updated.
See, again, sir, I do this YouTube shit. I'm not a comedian, but I say some funny ass shit from time to time. It may sting, but it's true. I bet you don't use dark mode on none of your apps. All my shit is in dark mode because the white shit is just too fucking bright. I can't do it. I've been on dark mode since this shit was introduced. Not you, though. I bet all your shit white. You ain't never seen them pies. I'm talking so much white, it'll hurt your eyes.
And you want to know what the update is to the unspoken Negro contract? Do you want to know why they have excluded Anton's wife and daughter from protection from the community?
This the same unspoken Negro contract he used when he wanted to say, niggas put my family up on the internet, and I ain't gonna say no names, but a couple of them niggas paid the price. He was cool with the Negro contract when he wanted to seem like him and his family slid on some niggas for retribution, for talking about his family. It was cool with the Negro contract then, but in this particular situation, the Negro contract is bad. You're not gonna find no clips on me just, hey man, I'm finna pull up, nigga. Hey, I don't say that shit. I let niggas give me the invitation and then I just show the fuck up. I don't respond, Sam. I just let niggas invite me to some shit and I show the fuck up. That's me. That's manhood to me. As you know, as Lil Wayne said, real G's move in silence like lasagna. That's manhood to me. Not you, though. You got to say, man, a couple of them niggas, they paid the price. They turned. What you do to him? What did you do to him? Did you jump him? Did you kill him? What did you do? Because that would be the culture shit, that would be the Negro contract that you're talking about. Why didn't you do the legal white man's route? It sounds good for YouTube.
Do you want to know why they've excluded them? Because Rita has the nerve to be married to a successful black man.
Sir, Rita did not want to sue Corey Holcomb. That was Anton Daniels' idea for the motherfucking publicity and the clout. This nigga wife and daughter did not hear this shit. He heard it. He was offended. They're not on social media like that, according to him. Prior to this shit, he claimed his folks didn't give a fuck about the internet. They wasn't on it. So why in the fuck, when they talked about on Corey Holcomb show, and let's not make it, Corey Holcomb don't have no national motherfucking show. Y'all keep saying he had 15,000 people watching. Wow, 15. Do y'all know some shows have millions of people watching, 500,000 people watching, and we're saying 15,000 people were watching when Corey was doing this? Man, if y'all don't get y'all sensitive asses up out of here.
Well, that's almost the full arena.
15,000 ain't even a, bruh, WWE events hold 50, 60,000. The FedEx Forum holds 22,000 for basketball games.
I think the average arena is about 20.
The Liberty Bowl holds like 100,000. That was the old Liberty Bowl. And I think they've changed it to where it can hold like almost 200,000 now.
That's stadium. Saying,
like LS Death Valley, LSU Stadium, 100,000. Knoxville State, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, 100,000. They're talking about 15,000 people watching. As if that's a big goddamn number. But they weren't watching it. Anton told these people to file this lawsuit. It was Anton's idea. He had the lawyer. He told him what to say. He used his wife and his daughter for this publicity motherfucking stuff. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to go anywhere. Because as most lawyers have said that's weighed in on it, it falls under freedom of speech. Now, the people saying him being able to use the picture and all of that without permission, well, he got that picture from somewhere. If it was on a public domain, that he don't need permission to use the picture that was posted already on public domain. It could have been Anton that posted it. It could have been the mama that posted it. It could have been the daughter that posted it. Once they posted on social media, he don't need their fucking permission.
Yep, it's not doxing when it's public information.
But fuck facts. We're just gonna go with feelings, which isn't the manly thing to do. Men don't base their arguments off emotions, which is what this light-skinned nigga is doing.
That's very true.
You go off facts. And whether you like it or not, this nigga can say what the fuck he want to about it, whether you like it or not. Whether Anton like it or not, whether his daughter like it or not, or whether his wife like it or not, he has the right to say what the fuck he want to, because Anton went on a week-long series talking shit about Corey and his motherfucking family. Y'all won't bring that up, though. Y'all won't bring up that Anton talked about Corey's family. Y'all won't say, well, he talked about Corey kids and all that. Y'all won't bring it up. Y'all just saying he out of bounds. They did the show. One nigga went live for 7 straight days. And then the other nigga went live on the 7th day, responded. Then he took a week break. And then he came back and said, I'm selling shirts. This your family with monkeys up. An even swap ain't never been a swindle to me. Although it's despicable in my purview, Anton ain't innocent. If he gave a fuck about his family, he should have shut the fuck up when it was put out that you brought your side bitch to the show. You shouldn't have had shit else to say, nigga. Ooh. That was enough. The nigga said, man, you and your bitch leave. That was enough. You decided, man, I'll whoop this nigga ass. He was shaking. He a bitch ass nigga. His kids and all that. And y'all saying I'm supposed to be upset that he said your wife and your daughter ugly? I'm supposed to be mad at that. Even though I heard what Anton said for 7 days before this nigga responded. Y'all niggas is crazy.
And that speaks his mind.
I'm not mad at either party. It's mutual combat. I ain't mad at Anton's family for filing a lawsuit. They did what they felt like they needed to do. I'm not mad. We will let the legal process play it out. See, that's how I am, because I'm not a dick rider for Corey or Anton. I don't give a fuck about neither one of these niggas. I'm not a fan of either one of these niggas. Neither one of these niggas is going to make or break my career. So I can keep it a buck. Anger man, you said the other day, I met Anton's wife. So you got something to gain by riding this nigga dick and defending him. You done already met him. You hope he gonna goddamn it bless you, give you a shout out or some shit. I don't give a fuck.
His mind unapologetically, and she's submissive to him. And Leslie, well, she had the nerve to be in a family where she actually has a father.
So now, this mixed breed ass nigga is telling y'all most black people come up in a situation where they don't have a father. He not black, he mixed. This is a mixed nigga telling y'all this. We supposed to listen to a mixed nigga tell y'all how black people don't come up in two-parent homes.
Statistically, it's correct.
Now, what he's saying may not be wrong. It may be correct. But this is a mixed nigga saying this. He trying to act like he cares about black people's issues and he pointing out black people's issues, but he's mixed. That's the white side of him saying this shit. That's not the black side of him saying it. That's the white privilege side of him saying it because he can still blend in.
Well, he said
he can still say my mama white.
His quest on this thing is to help all men, but
I'm say that again.
He brought in the race part of this.
My bad. Go ahead. I hit the wrong button. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that he said he's doing this to stick up for men, but he brought up race in this one. I just didn't see why it was a big deal, but somehow race always comes up. I get it.
3:04. I'm about to eat this. Fuck him. I had to finish him in the morning. What the hell just happened? What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck that is. Something weird just happened. Oh, okay. There you go.
To be married and have only one child. No baby daddies.
Sir, he doesn't stay in the house with his wife. He don't like, if you're trying to point out that that's why people are mad, he doesn't have the traditional marriage, sir. He fucks hoes. He be on live bragging about fucking hoes, and he doesn't live in a marital home with his wife and his daughter. Why are you bringing that shit up? If you're going to keep it 100, tell everything. Why are you leaving out that shit? Oh, she married and she got a father. Her father ain't in the house every day with her. So how is that different from any other single parent home? He pay child support, he pay the bills, but he's not in the house with his goddamn daughter. His daughter still got to look up and see him traveling with Mika. His daughter had to see him courtside at the game with a light-skinned bitch instead of his mama. You know what? I'm triggered. I'm finna end it there. What's going on, Amanda? I gotta watch your video as soon as I get off on this. I just got triggered though, because this nigga is not keeping it real. He knows all this other shit about Anton. He won't point that out. He dick ride. And that's not manly where I'm from, sir. Manhood ain't riding another nigga dick because they got more subs than you. See, you got more subs than me, and I'm not riding your dick. Why I point out, I got respect for you, and I aim to be where you at. I'm calling you out because you dissed me first. And nothing that I've heard in this first 46 minutes has been manly at all. And then you had the nerve to tell me to buy your book. Even with your light-skinned privilege, I probably didn't fuck more hoes than you. With your light-skinned privilege. But I need to buy your goddamn book. Your book is all about getting women, and I got 2 girlfriends. I don't know if you got 2 girlfriends currently, but that's been my life for 10 years, nigga. 10 plus. So it's my lifestyle. Some niggas' lifestyle is being monogamous. Mine is not being monogamous. So I got experience in doing this shit. So why the fuck do I need your book? Let's see, it's 2026. They said 10 plus years. That would take me back to the time you came to YouTube, me juggling more than one woman. Why the fuck do I need your book? And you and your book crying about hoes and marriage and all that shit. All right, y'all. I'll be back in the morning. We definitely gonna finish this because, you know, I'm a clout chasing motherfucker. He got 825,000 subscribers. He is also from the Thomas Sotomayor tree, and he dissed me. So, you know, we're doing a little friendly YouTube jab. I don't know. My barbs may hit a little different than his. He may get offended by my barbs. I don't think he's going to be offended by my barbs because he's honestly not going to watch. But, you know, I ain't doing it for him. I'm doing it for the clout. To the next episode, little channel, big voice. Well, Gabe, you got anything?
Oh, just sub up I Am the Gabester.
Drop your link again, Gabe. Drop your link. And then let me change my outro. I'm going to play a song. I'm going to change the outro so they can click on your link while we do this. If I can remember where it said. Okay, there you go. So they can click on the link while we get it going. Outro. Get it. I do my pull up. Bye, y'all. That's all I got. I'll be back in the morning. To the next episode. Little channel, big voice. We out.
Peace.
With my non-manly ass. Every time I turn around, that pussy ass nigga in Detroit got something to say. MoneyBoy Trey this, MoneyBoy Trey that. Nigga, what's up? You don't want no smoke, bitch ass nigga. I'ma stay counting money, big face blue honey. What's the beef, you don't want it? Still a clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Still a clip, hold a honey. I'ma stay counting money, big face blue honey. What's the beef, you don't want it? Still a clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Still a clip, hold a honey. Still a clip, hold a honey. Trap black, gotta jump in. 2 for 1, Tim Duncan. Back and forth, fiend comment. Blue faces all honey. Paper chasing, bitch, I run it. I'm a star, I'm a comment. Dripping sauce while I'm stunning. 0, 0, 0, comma. Hate cost in Guyana. 3 bitches with me thick as shit. Politicking, kicking in the sun up. State game, be the Honda. Stupid loud marijuana. Lil' Miller, born and red, got it off the blade, hustling on the corner. James don't seem to bond up. Prison just a shit Obama. 100 thug JJ, MoneyBoy train, niggas got a problem. Pussy niggas used to rob her. Kept a 30 in revolver. Got a problem solver. Red devil like a cardinal. 100 rounds in my arsenal. Treat her up like a hostel. I got shooters on the roster. Dread money nigga roster. Real deal, no imposter. Legendary, I'm a rockstar. Real deal, no imposter. Legendary, I'm a rockstar. I'ma stay counting money. Big face, blue honey. What's beef, you don't want it. You still a clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. It's in the clip, hold a honey. I'ma stay count money. Big face, blue honey. What's beef, you don't want it. It's in the clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. It's in the clip, hold a honey. Purple act pouring up the drink. Purple kush rolling up the hunt. Super dome feeling like a stank. Niggas mad doing what they can. In a coupe, flicker, switching lane. B12, black and gold paint. If it's 10, custom license plate. Look alive, block what you great. Dunkin' high, I'ma get the cake. Gold bottle poppin' by the case. 201 indicted on the case. 9th floor trial any day. Fake shit, I see it in your face. Moon rock, I'm in outer space. Cheap deal, sell it by the 8. Real rich from the murder 8. Real couple niggas beat the murder case. I be on the road moving state to state. Shout out country store, JJ and Faye. State game, bitch, all in your face. No game to play, no time to wait. MoneyBoy trade on the keep the K. I been on the grind, no sleep for days. Self-made nigga, read the resume. North Memphis niggas, I was born and raised. Head coach, bitch, and I been calling blade. Money coming in by the 1,000 ways. You a surfboard nigga, you should ride the wave. North Memphis nigga, I was born and raised. Head coach, bitch, and I been calling blade. Money coming in by the 1,000 ways. You a surfboard nigga, you should ride the wave. I'ma stay counting money. Big face, blue honey. What's beef, you don't want it. It's in the clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. It's in the clip, hold a honey. I'ma stay count money. Big face, blue honey. What's beef, you don't want it. It's in the clip, hold a honey. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. Drummer now, you don't want it. It's in the clip, hold a honey.